All right, everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to the 6th session of the Crawl of Chaos, which we are now doing every other week from 8:30-ish to 11 adjacent-ish p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's a lot of fun. We're doing it every other week just because of IRL stuff, and new Nate, who was awesome enough to make a super cool character, has to do something called work, and that's unfortunate. But we're back. We're doing Call of Cthulhu. I'm actually watching on my computer, on my laptop as we speak, the very slow upload. It was supposed to be done this morning. It's still going. Of our Mythos battle report. So we'll have more Lovecraft content coming to the channel shortly. The schedule for videos moving forward, now that we're back doing twice a week, is we're going to do a video of me talking on Sundays and a battle report every Wednesday, because battle reports are actually... it's easy for me to go torture Cody and force him to play a game with me right now than it is for me to think of stuff to say when I've got to do that for work and school. So Cody's going to be the battle report guinea pig for a little while until we get everything underway. We don't have any other announcements for tonight. If you're not subscribed and following and doing all of that stuff, please go ahead and do so right now so you can go watch that Mythos battle report as soon as we're done here. And other than that, let's see what the madness has in store for us on this particular evening.
Oh, yeah.
I even hit the right button for the intro music. Tonight is going to be a good night. So, last we met, as you sped away from the FBI headquarters in New York City, Matt ultimately decided to leave the group, saying that was all a bit too much for him and he just needed some space. Very disgruntled Dimitri was about to go after him before the ever-resourceful Sergei suggested a potential replacement, heading towards the Department of Transportation, or Sanitation, Department of Sanitation. You met a peculiar Italian, but like Italian-adjacent individual by the name of Mo. Mo seemed to be a great fit for the group, now being another criminal, and just, you're going to have a great time breaking the law together. Being offered a substantial potential sum for working with the group, Mo decided to jump right in. You decided to pick up on the trail that you had left the previous evening and headed back to the New York City ports. While looking around there, you noticed that the police were wrapping up their investigation, and you got to watch a rather ditzy Dimitri make some deals with the port master. Finally, though, you did get permission to search the docks, and while going through the packages that the Bloody Tongue were shipping, you found some peculiar information. In addition to embalming tools, canoptic jars, you also found a strange rock-like mechanism, which was wired with all sorts of strange electrical mechanics. It didn't appear to do anything, but it made some of the group quite uneasy, while some of the group was quite attracted to the sum of money that it could potentially fetch. You decided to put a pin in that and rest because you decided that tonight was the night that you confronted the cult of the Bloody Tongue. Later that evening, you went back to the docks, weapons loaded, and you attacked them. It was a rough fight, and Dimitri was critically wounded, but you made it through. However, searching the warehouse, it was completely empty. Mo, thinking back after you guys interrogated the one cultist that had initially survived the event, remembered that he had seen these individuals once before. He had led them through the sewers. Retracing his steps, you found a disturbing sight. For some reason, there was sand beneath the city, which led to a room filled with organs, every organ except for the human brain. Continuing down a little further, you saw hieroglyphs on the walls depicting the summoning of some horrific Anubis-like figure over the end of the earth. Terror filling your chest, you decided to push on just a little bit further, and you saw a rather disturbing ritual where your old friend Seth was leading a group in some sort of demonic act. Interrupting it with a demolition charge, Mo brought the entire sewer down around them. In a very near-death scenario, they managed to escape only to confront Seth a very wounded Seth on the other side. As he tossed Dimitri a picture of his brother, in a moment of nervous impulsiveness, Mo pulled out his pistol and shot this reoccurring villain dead. So, as Seth's body hits the ground and Dimitri looks over this picture, you can hear off in the distance the sound of sirens approaching the now burning docks, which you can see off in the distance just a little ways away. What would you all like to do?
Had none of you thought to do that before?
We didn't know where they were before.
No, I mean to shoot the guy.
Last time it didn't work.
Alright.
Me.
I'm going to start having internet issues
Right.
already.
Regardless.
Yeah, I already started having internet issues. What did Dan say?
Something about Dimitri failing to shoot him.
Yeah. Exactly that.
Context
Mo said,
clues.
why didn't you shoot them? I
Yep.
said it didn't work.
All right. So, Dimitri, as you look over this picture in your hand of your brother, you can kind of begin to feel like you can. It's very similar to Vermintide, where you can, like, your vision starts to go blurry on the edges, and you can hear your own heartbeat, and you get one last look at it before you're not dying, but the severe shock that your body's been through, you just pass out and lie down, grasping the picture in your hand.
Do I get like a good look at it before I pass out?
Yeah.
Okay.
You do.
Now we gotta carry him.
Yeah.
Great.
Should we take him to hospital?
I mean, do you think they'll arrest him at the hospital?
And
Sure, then the hospital's probably fine, but
I
I
know,
can't
guy.
carry him.
I know, doctor. I pick him up. I strong. And Sergei slings Dimitri over his back and begins carrying
if I don't
him
have to help him, I won't.
towards the burning
Right.
docks. Towards just
let's-
past it where you parked
yeah.
your car.
Yeah.
I want to draw a picture of Seth in my notebook.
You
Oh,
want to draw a
just-
picture of Seth's dead body? His body's still there. Like, it's lying. Seth is... So, you guys have kind of wound up on the beach a good ways away from where you originally started out the docks. And Seth is just kind of, like, sprawled out as the tide begins to wash up. His blood mixing in with the salty water.
I'm
I
gonna.
just want to draw a nice picture of Seth,
Sure.
While doing that, I'm
go
gonna
ahead and make a
put
drawing
on a-
check.
not just a picture of his corpse lying on the sand.
Okay.
Do you know how terrible John's book must look?
Three.
It's like going to be
Nice.
corpses and evil things. That's going to be all that's in his book.
Before we go,
I'm writing the Necronomicon.
I'd just like to put on a pair of gloves and pit pocket the guy.
Go ahead and make a spot hidden check.
I think I have that. I do.
Yes, I remember your spot hidden being good.
That is a success.
Just
I
normal.
think it's half.
Oh, it's perfect. So if it's a hard success,
Yes, it's a 65. That's more than half.
going through his pockets, you find like $20 and a pair of keys. You find this strange double-ended curved dagger, which is it has jade inlays on the handles, and it kind
jade.
of curls up towards the top in a spiral-like fashion. But patting him down, you're familiar with the way sometimes people will hide things, and you kind of feel a little tug as you pat around the inside of his pocket, and kind of tucked away in like a half secret part of the pocket that's just not immediately accessible, you find a note which says London Mental Institute, and then there's a second part right below that, and it says Town of Werdum Lake.
Mental Institute in town of Weldham Lake.
Werdum, yeah.
Weirdum.
Yep.
Hey, can I
Like
see
weird?
that knife?
We'll do it on the way, and I'll just
Okay.
pick up all that and go, because I'm sure that Sergey has a bit of a head start on us.
Yeah, Sergey's been walking with Dimitri. Dimitri's bleeding
he
pretty
just
bad
picked
over
me up on the
Sergey.
left and
He
then
just
started
picked him
looking
up and
me up
started
again.
walking towards the car. Sergey's a very simple guy.
Yeah.
I'm
Just to
glad I
make
have a
sure,
Sergey, because otherwise I might just die here.
We
Jade
would both just kind
dagger
of clap our hands and say,
equivalent.
well, can't lift it.
Well, that's kind of too much work.
Jade dagger equivalent.
Mhm.
Note that says, mental. That says what mental institute?
London, the London Mental Institute. Sorry, the Royal Mental Institute of England. But yeah,
Hey, you know who was in London?
Two.
Wasn't our FBI lady there?
London Institute.
She seemed nice enough.
Mental. And what was the other one?
Town of Werdum Lake.
Of weird.
Okay.
Weirdum.
So you get
Lake.
loaded into the car, and you make your way back along the beach. Just as you're walking back, you can see the rather majestic view of the pinkish and purplish rays of the dawn sun rising over New York City, illuminating the young skyline that is there. You make your way to the car, get inside. Sergey starts it up. He's about as good of a driver as Dimitri is, but first, before he puts Dimitri in, he kind of lays Dimitri on the floor as he carefully lays all the weapons down in the trunk, and then he puts Dimitri in the back seat, and begins driving back. You kind of drive. You drive past the spot where the warehouse was, and you can see fire trucks putting it out. Like most of the docks have gone up in flames from the explosion that you guys have caused. And there's major collapses in the street. It's a mess. Yeah, so you see ambulances. You don't see any bodies being pulled out, and you see the fire trucks beginning to put out the fires. Police are around, but you guys are kind of like off the path. So
I only threw a
getting
couple
stopped.
Molotovs. I don't know what the
No,
big deal is here.
Seth set off a satchel charge underground that blew up most of the sewers in this part.
Oh, okay.
Kablam.
Yeah.
The amount of
it's-
stuff
it-
that I just instantly forget.
It smells terrible. Like,
Mhm.
it smells really bad. You're literally
You didn't
driving.
bring
I'll
gas
use that
mask?
part
You
for a while.
guys are driving through vaporized shit. So, yeah.
Yeah.
No, he said yeah, not Dan.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you guys make it to the hospital. Sergey carries out Dimitri, and as soon as he carries him out, immediately two nurses runs over. Sergey pulls out $20 and whispers something to one of the nurses, and she nods and puts Dimitri on a stretcher and begins wheeling him inside as emergency crews are brought over to start working on him. Sergey looks at you guys. I will wait here for him to wake up. You guys want to wait, or you have other business to attend to?
I think I'm gonna go back and check over the stuff. See if there's any more leads on the item that we had gotten.
Very well.
I'll come back here. How long do you think it's gonna take to get him patched up?
Well,
You know what, 4 hours. I'll
it'll
be
take-
back in 4
yeah,
hours.
be back in 4 hours. It's going to take a long time to recover. He had big bullet holes. He didn't do a good job hiding in sand.
No.
Yeah, not too great on that.
Do you have an extra copy of his house key that I could borrow?
We got my home. That's where
I
I.
only. I started talking in a fucking southern accent. I don't have Dimitri's key, but you can stay at my place.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright.
It's got options.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can go stay at
it's a
Matthew's
city.
ruined house.
You can... Well, Matthew might be
Stay
back at
Rose's
Matthew's
house?
ruined house.
Yeah.
And
I got a good drive auto. We'll go back to my home first, and I'll just see if and I'll just pick up a couple of calls, see if there's anything else, and put a feeler out for the Jade Dagger and
Yeah.
what these two places are.
Okay.
That sounds reasonable.
Sure.
And
so,
then we'll,
Can I look
No.
at the dagger?
yeah, absolutely.
yeah, sure, go ahead.
What kind of role would it be to like think
That's-
real hard about the dagger?
What would you like to know about the dagger?
How good is it at stabbing people? I suppose would be my first question.
Well, you don't need a roll for that. It's actually not. It's a decent dagger. Like, it's a decent weapon, but it seems more decorative than it does malicious.
So like knife damage?
Yeah, it's like a D4. It's basically your pocket knife, but pretty.
Okay. And then I guess just whatever a Cthulhu mythos will get me,
Sure, go for it.
because I don't think I have anything else that would be useful.
You can do history, psychoanalysis.
Nope.
Okay, occult.
Those are both worse than my
I'll make a
Cthulhu
psychoanalysis.
mythos.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just be making a Cthulhu mythos because that's the best stat out of everything you've just listed.
Sure.
I fail.
Yeah,
Okay.
no. This is a bit
You've
out of
never,
my range.
neither of you have ever encountered anything like this. I mean, maybe passing through a museum for John when he was younger, but
Mm.
nothing jumps out in your immediate memory.
Didn't see anything like it at the time I can't remember.
No, you did not. This is quite
Oh.
different.
Alright.
I would like to add a picture of it to my book. 'cause
Sure,
I
go
think
ahead
it's
and
magic.
make a drawing check.
I like adding magic things to my book. Not knives though.
It's weird because like you've gotten fairly good at like drawing like straight lines and stuff, but the random curves that are in the blade seems to trip you up a little bit.
Anything that isn't flesh tone is hard to draw.
Alright.
So they wheel Dimitri in, and they begin working on him. You two are heading back to your place. So you get back there without a problem. You don't need to make drive auto checks for just driving through the city streets. So
Yeah.
upon arrival, what do you guys do?
I'll grab something hard to just go through, and I'll call a couple, and I'll put out a feeler for the London Institute of Mental Health and the town of Weirdum Lake, along with a couple of pictures of the dagger, just to see if someone knows how much this could be and or place of origin.
Sure.
Oh, does it have any writing on it?
Yes,
The dagger?
it does have writing engraved in the
Ooh.
handle. If you would like to make a language other check.
Yes. There we go. That's a pass.
So you're not exactly sure what it is. It's kind of reminds you of hieroglyphs, but it has very sharp, jagged lines that are not quite as picturesque as just telling a story through hieroglyphics would be. But you get the feeling that it probably originated from something vaguely Galish from Northern Europe in the early turn of AD.
This would be
Gotcha.
my new favorite weapon, at least for stabbing Dimitri with.
Why do
It
you
only
do that?
happened. Actually, we've only stabbed him with a sword once so far.
Why
yes,
do you
it
do
was
that?
very irritating that I missed so many times.
Yeah.
Why do you do that?
Flashbacks, maybe. I don't know.
What, you got some kind of trauma or something?
Yeah, there's like a whole month I can't remember that Dimitri seems to blame me for stabbing him.
Is this to do with that bug mojo from before? You mentioned that. I haven't
don't
seen
think
any
so.
of that. Alright. Well, make yourself comfortable for a minute.
Okay.
We're just gonna wait for a while.
Sure.
for me to
You
get
place your
back
calls
on.
in,
Yeah.
and you sit there waiting to be called back. Let's see. I need to roll some dice, and I need to go to the right screen to do the dice rolling for these doctors. For these doctors that are working on Dimitri.
Yeah.
Ooh. Dimitri, your surgery goes remarkably well. You go ahead and regain 3 hit points.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I have 5 now.
You wake up with like sharp pain filling your body. You feel like bloated all over, but there's like these sharp points inside of you that just feel deflated, and there's a distinct burning sensation running through your arms and your chest where you got shot, and in your legs where you got hit by the explosion.
Oh boy.
As you wake up, the lights seem kind of blurred as you return to consciousness. But I should switch to the right scene. But you are awake, and you are very much so alive. And while not completely unharmed now, you are certainly on the road to recovery. As you kind of come to, one of the nurses comes over and says, "Well, I'm glad to see you awake at least. Didn't seem like you were going to make it out there for a sec. We have your personal things in the other room, but the doc says you're absolutely not allowed to leave for at least another week, and you need some serious rest. Had a few good bullets in you. What happened?"
Do I see Sergey next to me?
No, Sergey's not in here. You're in the recovery room.
Oh God. So what happened?
I was hired to help clean the sewer, and I came down there. Then it exploded, and I got all hurt. A few men dragged me up, and here I am.
Oh, you were caught in that terrible accident. Terrible thing. We've not had anybody else come in. Just seems to be some fires, and some people were killed in the blast, poor souls. You were holding on to this quite adamantly. We actually had to pry it out of your hand. And she hands you back the picture of your brother.
Thank you. I will. It is good picture.
And she steps away.
I'm gonna look at the picture.
Looking it over, it's definitely a picture of your brother from several months ago. Sorry, just over a year ago. And he's holding a newspaper dated just over a year ago. Turning it to the back side of the paper, you see an address there. And the address is 15C West 22nd Street.
Uh-huh. So
15
I was told
26th.
that I cannot leave.
Yes.
Right. Do I feel like I could leave?
Like, as you kind of get the idea to, like, kind of push yourself up out of bed, like, you just, like, get about 6 inches off the mattress, and then you just collapse.
Okay. Do I have a phone on me?
No.
Okay. So I don't think there's an option here.
A few moments later, the nurse points Sergey over in your direction, and he comes and sits down. "You're not dead. I'm so proud."
Yeah, I'm gonna give Sergey a big Russian bear hug.
Well, you can't really do that. You're kind of like strapped down to a hospital bed, but
Why am I strapped down?
you're not like to stop yourself from thrashing around and accidentally hurting yourself after surgery.
Oh, okay. I see. Wait, what? Wait, he just told me, I don't die that easy, Sergey.
So,
Look, Sergey,
That's
look.
where she said
There,
that died.
there is address on paper. On back of photograph. Look at it.
he takes it and he looks at it. This isn't not that far from here.
I see. Look, I need to be a part of this investigation, so I say, Wait like a day or two, and I'll come with you and we can figure this out.
Dimitri, you need more than a day or two. You are in bad shape.
I am fine. I just need to get in the swing of things again and I can keep going.
Dimitri, you need rest.
Well, Sergey, hear me out, okay? Last time I went to the hospital, the cult chased me down. In the hospital. This is not a safe place.
Dimitri, we killed Colt.
How do we know they're all gone?
Dimitri, we took care of Colt. We blew them up.
You think they're all dead? Well, that is correct. Perhaps there won't be more of them trying to track me specifically down when most of them are already dead. I'm just saying, keep an eye out. You never know if there's like a few residuals. It only takes one to kill you.
I know, but we took out their leader.
Yes, we did. Sergey, we did well.
We did really well. I'm proud of you.
And it only costed getting shot 4 times. It's really not that bad. I don't know what everyone says, like
If you're stuck here,
could be worse.
do you want me and the others to go to this address?
I do think you should go to address, but being this is very personal,
Obviously.
you should tell me.
Of course.
What
Of
happened?
course. I keep you in the loop.
Yes. Yes, because between me and you, I can't really trust anyone else.
I know. You'll be okay. I'll go to others now.
Okay.
Patsy, when he leaves you there, and you kind of slip back into a deep sleep, just from the sheer shock and pain and everything else that you've been through in the past 12 hours. Heading back over to, he heads back outside. He sits down. Seth and John. John,
No.
what are you doing while Seth is waiting for the phone to ring?
Mo. you
Mo,
said that
sorry,
twice
God,
now.
Mo.
It's my turn. It's time to. I gotta tell you off, man.
No,
You've
it's
done it
fine.
twice
I'm
now.
gonna keep doing it too. So keep telling me.
Yeah. Anyway. I'm just sitting around, maybe turn on. Just. It was a busy hour or so of sewer and.
Yeah, I
running.
know.
Just taking that in for a minute.
Sure.
Taking in whatever's happened.
John.
I'm reading the book.
Okay, John keeps reading through his book.
It's 4 hours.
Yeah. So over the course of the 4 hours, Seth, you do get a few phone calls. There
Mo.
are Mo. God, I'm telling you, I'm going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Killed Seth.
He's dead now.
I know Seth is dead, but I'm going to keep doing it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Mo. Over the next couple of hours, you do get a few phone calls. This type of dagger was used. No one's really sure, but they were used. But they are known to be from the far north of Europe, and they've been used. They've been subject of great study whenever they popped up, and you could probably get like $1,000 selling it to a museum or a
Alright.
researcher. There are
Alright.
still scientists offering you around $7,000 for the rock.
Yeah.
As far as
Right, the rock.
as far as the Royal England Mental Institute, it's a fairly standard. It's considered to be one of the nicer mental institutions of the time. It's certainly no place where you just send people that you don't like to kind of fester and eventually die a sad, sad death. And it's a place where they legitimately supposedly take care of people. As far as the town of Werdum, there's no real information on it. It's in England. That's it.
Hey. All right.
So you guys are you guys have 2/3 of a only 3-person party. So good luck, GG. You win those. You win these. You just gotta clutch now. You just gotta clutch.
We're at like
Yeah.
75% power. 'Cause we
Yeah.
have 3 out of the 4 of us.
Yeah.
All right. I'm set.
We
I'm
still have
satisfied with that.
Sergey.
I'll
Oh,
tell
that's true.
John
That's true.
Okay.
to go back, and we'll get back in the car and head towards the head back towards the hospital.
We're
Okay.
down one of our 2 gun-wielding maniacs.
One of 3.
Um,
I don't consider you a maniac yet.
Ah,
John,
yes,
John,
thank
this next chapter in the book that you begin to get through while you're in Seth's house, it tells of the arrival of a green star over the Great Isles, and this green star over the Great Isles crashed into this lake, and all around the lake, the water began to turn black, and it not just in the lake, just in puddles around the lake, in people's, in it seems to be writing of an earlier time. Instead of showers, it refers to wash tubs, and the way these people, this next chapter is basically around the arrival of this star and how it begins to affect the area around it. So,
Excuse me, sir.
you return. You get back into the car after this is all done. You head back to the hospital. There, Sergey is waiting for you in the lobby. He gets up as he sees you. He says he's okay. He got out of surgery. He's not dead, but he needs rest.
I would hope so. I wouldn't want to go. I've dealt with one superhuman today. I don't want to deal with another.
He's lived through worse,
Good to know.
probably.
Regardless, we got a couple
He
of.
seems to claim he has.
The Seth had a note on him. Let's go back outside for a moment. Just to make sure. Yeah. Then no, Seth had a note on him. That was his name, right?
Yeah.
He had a note on him. Something about a mental institute and a town in England. The Jade Dagger. Just a rare thing. You want to keep it, right, John?
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
Yeah.
No-
Time to
nothing
change
real
knife
on-
to jade knife.
Nothing real on our end. Did
Oh, yes. He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out the picture. This is addressed on back of picture of Dimitri's brother. This picture, he's holding newspaper from a year ago, but he died in Great War. 17 years ago.
well then?
Wow, Dimitri's that old?
Dimitri's in his, 40s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Dimitri's one of those crazy Russian people that are like really old, but you don't really know it.
Regardless,
Your blood is more vodka
did he
than
want us
it
to
is
check
blood.
that out?
Yes, he tried to get out of bed and then he passed out, so he's not in real condition to come with us right now. But,
Yeah,
I guess we can go look.
yeah. Make sure to we'll go check it out.
All right. Are you guys driving there or walking there?
Our ways.
It's close enough to walk.
It's a couple of blocks away.
Well, we can walk.
Yeah, we'll
But
walk.
it'd be good to take a car just in case.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I
agree
mean?
with the car thing. Like, it's
We have
much
to run
less.
away a lot.
Like, yeah, it's much easier to be nonchalant if you're just taking your time through than it is. Well, actually, no, we'll walk. We'll walk.
Okay, final decision. Walking.
But then
Yes.
it's harder to run away when we get into combat.
I mean, it's a car in New York City. It's going to be difficult to run away with that, too.
Also, I know I'm not supposed to be talking, but I'm just saying, you're like 3 people. You shouldn't be wanting to get in combat.
I mean, how wide are the sidewalks?
Just drive casual. Just drive casual.
All right.
Anyway,
We are just the ultimate, just like party of not caring about innocence.
I care. If the town
My
gets blown up, there ain't no
sanity is, like-
sewers underneath it.
My sanity is like constantly garbage.
Just
Maybe
embrace
get
the
a-
downward spiral.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take the walk. It's a nice walk in the early morning of New York City. Sergey stops and buys a bagel at a stand on the corner.
I'll do so too.
Okay.
Why not?
You continue on for a little bit, and you find yourself in front of a rather decent looking, like not super high class, but high enough class apartment building.
Hmm. Are there any windows in the picture of Dimitri's brother?
No pictures of a window. He seems to be just sitting on a bench in a indiscriminate city. It's hard to tell if it's New York or somewhere else.
Looking around, is it?
It doesn't seem to match the area where you are right now. No.
All right.
Do you guys head
This is
inside?
spot?
Yes, this
Does
is
it look like
building. Yeah, this is the building.
Does it look like a residence?
Yeah,
or-
it's a residence building. It's a residential building.
Can I concealed carry my broadsword, or do I have to leave that in the car?
You should probably leave that in the car. It's a broadsword.
Okay, I'll leave my broadsword, my billy club, and my handgun in the car.
Just keeping the brass knuckles and the
still
pocket
have,
knife.
We still have the Tommies, right?
Yes.
Just
And the
the
jade
body
knife.
armor.
And the jade knife.
I'm keeping both my knives and the brass knuckles.
Gotcha.
Just in case it comes down to it.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got my knife and pistol
Anything
tucked
I
away,
feel like
and
I can't carry. Like, stealthily.
Yeah.
I've
Okay.
got my
That makes
stuff
sense.
in a good spot.
Yeah,
Alright.
I figured. But like, it's
Okay.
easy to do a handgun, but it's not easy to do the GTA arsenal that John was carrying on his person previously.
Yeah. Yeah.
The GTA melee weapon.
Yeah,
slot is just
exactly.
Knife, brass knuckles, axe.
Yep. So you head inside. Sans the GTA arsenal. It's a decent building. There is a doorman. Sorry, not doorman. An elevator operator inside. It is a building with an elevator, which is something newer. There's like a small sitting area out front, which overlooks the street. It's not the best view for in a building, but it's nice enough.
All right.
There's red velvet linings, which are slightly dirty, but relatively well kept, against a mostly like dark oak wood interior. As the doorman sees you all in your currently somewhat still disheveled state, especially Sergey, I'm assuming you two could have cleaned up a bit. Sergey's not.
Yeah. Right.
Um,
Right.
he looks you all over. Can I help you?
Yeah. We got a question about a.
Do we know
It's
his
just a
name?
question. Does a Seth? Did he have a last name?
I don't know.
Would you know his last name?
Did Dimitri ever tell me his last name?
I know his last name.
I would know his last name if I could remember that month.
Yeah, it really sucks.
That's why I was
Okay,
asking.
I guess
did
none of us
Dimitri
know his
ever
name,
call him
so
by
I'm not
full
gonna
name?
look it up. Alright.
We don't have a Seth that lives in this building. Why are you looking for someone? I have the residence list.
Yeah, we don't got a last name. Just a man named Seth.
What's Dimitri's last name?
Dimitri, what's your last name? Gustav? Gustav.
Yes.
Do you have
Wait,
somebody? with a
hold up. Why did you
Gustav?
ask me and then say it?
Because I couldn't remember, and then I asked you and I remembered.
Ah, I see.
No.
I was literally in the middle of saying Gustav, and you were like, no.
We don't have a Gustav that lives here.
Alright.
Show him the picture. Do you have somebody that looks like this?
No, but 15C is one of our rooms. It's on the 3rd floor.
Hmm.
If you don't mind me asking, who's currently staying there?
It was rented by a young woman a little over a year ago. Rather professional looking, but she just stopped paying rent, and we waited the proper amount of time. We were just about to move her stuff out and put the room back up.
Do you care if we take a look up there?
No, feel free. The room's currently, it's not being shown at the moment by an agent, but I can get one down here if you're interested.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Okay. I'll just show you up right now, and he hits the button for the rickety 1930s elevator,
Yeah.
and he lets you
With
all
the
get...
mesh door.
Yeah, with the mesh door. You all get
Yeah.
inside. Like, even though none of you are big guys, like, as you get in, you kind of feel the whole thing, like, buckle for a second. And then the mesh doors slide back up, and, like, the lights kind of flicker as the elevator begins to rise up. But you get to the 3rd floor.
Oh, how I love old elevators.
I hate them. I'm so claustrophobic. But anyway, you get to the 3rd floor. Doors open. It's still decently nice up here. It's relatively well lit for a 1930s building. He leads you to the 15th room, puts a key in, unlocks the door, pushes it open for you. You see an entirely, like, the whole place has been boxed up. Feel free to look around. And if you're interested in the place, I'll let the landlord know.
Okay.
And he walks
you.
back over to the elevator and heads back down.
The thing could just walk in here. Big
Yeah.
smiles. Either way. I will close the door. Start looking around, boys.
Okay. So why don't you guys go ahead and roll me spot hidden checks?
Yep.
Ooh, that's a good pass.
Oh.
That's a good pass.
So, John, even though you failed your spot hidden check miserably, you go over to one of the boxes, you open it up, and you see a picture of Katie Holmes holding a graduation diploma for the New York City Police Department.
Hey guys, I worked out who was here.
What, that pretty friend you talked about not too long ago?
Yeah, the FBI informant we were working with.
You still doing that?
No.
Good.
We made a slight whoopsie, disappeared for like what, a year?
A year.
6 months?
6 months, yeah, 6
Year.
months since the whole thing started, but yeah.
Well, we kind of we went off the grid for about 6 months, and when we came back, she had disappeared somewhere in London.
Maybe.
Got a couple addresses in London. Well, check.
Yes.
Well, don't know anything. Didn't get anything on them, though.
We
Do I
might
find
have to
anything?
smuggle ourselves
No,
to
not
London.
yet, no.
Okay.
Smuggle yourselves to London, just because that's easier than getting a plane or boat ride over there.
Well, let's
I
see.
like
I don't
boats.
think they'll let us keep guns.
True.
I'm
No,
fairly certain-
like, if you want to bring the GTA arsenal to London, you're going to have issues.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain at least 2 of us are on a wanted list.
No. I think it probably is all 3. Yeah. I think 3 out of the 4.
Here.
Yeah, 3 out of the 4.
Give me some credit. Come on.
Yeah, no, he's a legitimate business guy. He works for the Department of Sanitation.
At least he does it stealthily.
Yeah.
He's probably avoided the wanted list.
Yeah.
Seth, with a Mo. Frick. God, I need to get labels for you guys.
Seth,
I am
Mo,
labeled.
No.
That's the thing.
He's labeled Mo, come on.
Is he?
Or you just gotta put like a little sticker underneath that just says Mo.
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Just
Uh,
like one of those little name tags.
yeah.
Hello, my name is Mo.
hello, my name is Mo.
What?
All right, Mo,
Actually, why don't we have like names under our boxes yet?
because I've not worked that
He's
out
moved
yet,
them every time.
Gotcha.
and I do have to move them every single time.
Okay.
Because we're using Microsoft Teams like a bunch of heathens because we can't get Discord to work.
Yeah.
Bandwidth is low.
Yeah. Mo, with that super good success, looking around the place, you find like you know where people like to hide things when they need to hide things. And
Oh yeah, drugs in the guitar, under the lampshade sometimes. You gotta know where things are, man.
Money in the mattress.
Reaching under her bed, you find a small, where the bed was, you do find what feels like a latch.
Help me move this
find
out of the way,
something.
boys.
Okay.
Sergey comes over, he basically picks up the mattress and moves it by himself. And sure enough, moving the rug out of the way, there is a latch under the bed.
Is it locked?
No, it is not locked.
Open.
I get to use my locksmithing skills again.
And then fail, and then we can't progress the story.
I mean, we cannot do that because now we have a skeleton key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's-
Yeah, Jake, as it is, like, it's difficult to progress the story because I'm just an idiot.
I'm
mean-
fairly smart. I think Mo's smarter than me though, so he's going to have to take the lead.
Are you
I'm
sure about
literally
that?
as dumb as I can possibly be.
So, pulling this open, guys, looking inside, what John had said earlier about thinking about Katie's place being a conspiracy theories house with red ribbons, red string being drawn from person to person, isn't entirely inaccurate to the binders of information that you find underneath her bed, ranging from various information about different cults that have risen up since what this civilized age has been considered to be places of what people consider to be these strange sites around the world, sites where supernatural activity could take place, sites where terrible creatures from the other side of the world, descriptions of different deities of insurmountable power. A good portion of the information here is indeed on an individual known as the Man in Black, who you have encountered several times in the various forms that he has been known to appear in throughout his time walking among society. It also keeps a detailed record on who she thinks might be involved with the Man in Black. Not people who she thinks might be involved with the Man in Black, but these other creatures from across the galaxy who the Man in Black might be working with. And most prevalently on top, the most recent research she seemed to have been doing, what appears to be dated right before she went missing, was research on people from World War I who were reported to have died, but had sightings after the war in various places. Usually the town's like notes that she made in the margins, she said, one of the notes just says, I can't figure this out. All of these people, the only correlation that they ever have between them is they show up around lakes or port towns, and I can't figure out what that means.
Oh no.
And going through the pictures, one picture of one of these people that's been pulled out. Like one picture is missing from the book, and putting the picture of Dimitri's brother over it, that would be a perfect fit in this location.
Come on, not Seth hasn't seen the Man in Black yet.
True, not Seth has not seen the Man. Yes.
Wish I kept something like this under my childhood bed. There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you. I wanted to make that joke, but I let you monologue. Anyway.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
This is a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot of information, isn't it?
It's like binders and binders and binders worth of stuff.
I also found something involving water in this book I'm reading that I found in a dank cave.
Yeah. And Seth had that weird town on it. Here's my
Yes.
guess. I don't do any of this stuff, but if I can guess, I'd say this lady died in that mental institute, and or is there now,
Yes.
and the next person to rise and or to be cited is this town in England.
Maybe.
That's just a guess.
Do we know
First-
if the town's a port town?
I don't.
Well, on the note, it said town of Weredom Lake.
Hmm.
Yeah, so probably.
Most likely. I just didn't get anything on that. Regardless. I don't
Who
think-
knows? Maybe they just
So we
called
gonna-
it Weredom Lake and there isn't
We gonna go to
actually
Spooky
water.
Lake.
Well, personally, I wouldn't want to leave the States, but I think this might be a decent lead. That is, if we're not done.
Mhm.
So, my question is, are you still... Well, I should be asking Dimitri, because you keep stabbing the man.
No, yeah, you've never seen him stab me yet.
Yeah, but you talk
Oh,
about it a
shit.
lot.
Well, what are you talking about it a lot?
I've only tried to stab you a few times. And in my memory, I've only punched you once.
That's actually true. It's actually hysterical. Can you imagine? Can you imagine knowing someone and they're like, "You better not stab me," and then you're just like, "Why do I have an urge to punch you?"
Don't tempt me.
Regardless, we should go talk to Dimitri. We should go talk to Dimitri about this.
Yeah.
Want to take nothing? Anything? I don't feel like touching it.
I mean, we should probably take the books.
That's a lot of books.
How many books is it?
It's probably about 12 completely filled up binders of information.
Yeah, no, this ain't. This ain't
Yeah, we
happening.
should probably leave these here then.
You can put it in the boxes outside if you wanted to carry it, but
Yeah, but then I think somebody would notice the fact that we
True.
were just wandering around with some missing ladies' boxes.
you might be able to. You could probably conceal one of them, like if you just
Yeah.
wanted to take one of the books.
We'll take the most recent binder with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll just carry that out.
How good's your stealth? Because mine's bad.
Well, if you're just taking the one book amongst the three of you, it'll be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could put the most
Uh,
suspicious person in the middle, and
My
kind
stealth
of
is
shimmy
pretty
out
okay.
of there,
Yeah, my stealth is real okay.
and not be in too bad of a spot.
Okay. Either way.
We'll probably be
What
fine.
was this lady's name again?
Katie Holmes.
Yeah.
Katie Holmes.
When we go together again, she's gonna be like some weird lake lady. She's gonna be like the lady of the lake, and we're all gonna become Bretonians. Then we're gonna go on.
Wrong game system. Wrong game system. Wrong game system.
Oh,
Save
my
that for
bad.
Zweihander.
My bad.
So bless me with a 1d10 broadsword.
1d10 broadsword. Monster immune to slashing damage. Well.
John's gonna come Bretonian. I'm gonna be his crusade.
Anyway.
So,
Yeah.
you get
Just-
back into the rickety elevator and head down. Doorman waves to you at the way out and gives you the card of the landlord and tells you that you should contact him if you guys decide to rent the place. Although he does look at you
Question
kind of weird.
on that. How
Yeah.
well was the property actually? Just out of curiosity.
It's actually a nice apartment. Like it's got it's not a studio. It's a full blown apartment. It's got a kitchen, a small bedroom, a master bedroom, a full bathroom. It's a working shower and toilet bowl, which is nice for 1930s. Like you need to make a decent living to live here.
And it has that little secret hatch too for, legitimate business.
Yeah, that looks like it was carved out and wasn't originally a part of the floor plan.
Either way,
I would also like to bring up the fact a 1d10 broadsword is worse than an actual broadsword.
Yeah, I know.
So I just find it funny that I was just like, a d10, oh no, that's bad.
Okay, so
I'm just making a mental note of it.
okay, sure. You get
For future legitimate business.
back on the
Yes,
street.
future legitimate business.
Dimitri, while all this is going on, you're moved from your room to from the recovery area to an actual hospital room, and currently the room you have it to yourself. Are you guys heading back to the hospital? Hospital?
Yeah. We'll go tell Dimitri our findings.
So you get back on the street and make your way back up. At this point, it's firmly New York City. The sun is in the sky. People are going about their normal hustle and bustle on their ways to various jobs across the way. You get back to the hospital, and one of the nurses shows you up to the room where a half-conscious Dimitri is waiting in one of the beds.
Hey, it's like one of those zombie movies that are so popular recently. I don't
You mean
know.
the one zombie movie that's
Walking
come
Dead.
out, the Night of the Walking Dead?
That came out
No,
like
I-
a very long time ago.
I honestly don't know.
Okay.
Anyway,
Like how long ago? Like 50 years?
The Night of
Okay,
the
maybe like 10.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Night of the Walking Dead was like I think early 1920s.
Oh,
You
okay.
guys
So not too
keep
far off.
talking.
Oh, was he in a hospital then as well?
Yeah.
Oh wow, interesting.
Yeah, it's like, well, okay, zombie joke, done. Found a couple of things. I think Seth was part of something or other. Well, aside from all that nonsense.
Never mind. The Night of the Walking Dead didn't come out for another 30 years.
I don't know what I'm talking about anyway.
Okay.
Zombies don't exist.
Or at least the popular
Yeah.
version of zombies. Anyway.
We found FBI lady's house.
Yeah.
Dimitri, you're awake now. They're in your room.
Oh sweet. Did you find anything when
Yes.
you went to address?
Yeah, we
Yes,
got this binder.
This lady's old home.
And while you passed out,
Well,
I
yeah.
guess I hadn't told you yet. There was a note on your friend Seth.
Who is a
It
different
had
person
the-
than Mo.
Yeah.
I know what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keeping very particular track of this.
Yep.
Not Seth.
Not Seth. No, here's my problem. Every time I picture Seth, I picture evil Nate. So whenever I look at Nate, I want to say Seth. Sorry, off topic, but
I mean,
yeah.
that's fair. That's,
Yeah.
that's pretty much just what he was.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Ugh. R.I.P. Seth. Let's just say that right
Yep.
now. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Seth.
He had a
He
good
was
life.
cool for the minute I knew him like this.
Another one of Nate's characters fallen, but this time by Nate's
Yeah.
own intentions. So
Yeah. I
Nate
really
put
didn't
his
think that
own
was gonna
character
work.
Out of his misery.
I really didn't.
so keep going. Keep going. Don't let
alright,
my
alright.
lack of memory distract you.
Yeah. Yeah, we found this on Seth. There's a couple places over across the pond that looked like he was keeping track of. I'm into it.
I'm gonna take it and look at it.
I'm telling you, I'm not showing you the note.
Can you make
Oh,
a
okay.
language
This is
code
word of
check?
mouth.
Okay.
It's like a bunch
Well,
of stuff. The FBI
listen.
lady's book said that people wound up around water. I think whatever is gonna happen next might as well be happening there.
So we have to investigate the lake and see what's happening.
Yes.
I want to make it clear that this is across the ocean, friend. This
we
is
don't
over.
have a choice, but I understand.
All right.
My legitimate business got destroyed, so here I am. I don't
Nope.
that you killed Seth, but
Oh,
I do understand that he was a threat to us. And you know, next
Wait,
time,
You don't think it was a good idea I killed the man?
No,
I'm gonna
look.
after I said that, I'm gonna look over my shoulder. We're good. I shouldn't have said that so loud. My apologies.
all I'm
Yeah,
saying
there's
is
like
it would be good to question him.
They seem to be busy with other
However,
emergencies happening in the hospital than listening
I
to.
do understand that, you know, he needed to be dealt with. So from now on, we shoot first, and then, you know, if a problem occurs, none of us are to blame.
All right, let's stop that language now. My fault, but let's stop that language now. Regardless.
But who is in the hospital? You don't care. No one's in
A
the
man
room.
full of shrapnel and bullet wounds in the hospital. Wonder what happened to him.
This is the second time, by the way, I came to the hospital with bullet wounds.
It's a
But
different
within
hospital.
a week.
Yes, it's a different
I'm
hospital.
just saying, though, within a week.
It was actually within a year.
Yeah, it's been like
Oh,
6
yeah.
months.
Yeah, but
Because you
I
got
keep
shot
forgetting.
before we left for town, and then
It
after.
feels okay, but like in my time.
in your
frame,
time,
been
it's
a
been
week.
second time in a week. Yes,
Yeah. I have a bad habit.
yes, you do.
Okay, you should dodge more.
Anyway, we had this conversation. I am more than ready to leave now, and I will get up.
Oh, I really don't think you are.
Dimitri,
Oh,
as
look
you
at me. I am in I never felt better, okay? This is truth. I have never
I'm gonna
felt
flick him
better.
in one of the bandages.
Dimitri, like pain shoots through your entire body as he flicks one of the because like they had to scrub the skin off to get to the incision points, so you just like kind of curl into a ball of pain as Seth flicks you.
Look, I
No.
can still go though. I can still go. We need to
Dimitri,
do this now.
Dimitri, you need rest. Look,
Yeah,
Legit-
Give
if you
some
want,
time.
if you want to go to lake, it will take time. I can't just say, oh, we get on plane, wanted criminals go on vacation. This isn't the mobs go Caribbean. We need to do this properly.
Well,
agree.
what do you mean about mob? I'm not part of a
Oh
mob.
my
Oh,
God.
wait. Actually, we're not doing this anymore. Okay, sure.
You're wanted by the police.
Regardless.
Well, look.
I
I
can
can
get us
take
some cheaper
a very
tickets,
large
man.
amount of painkillers, and then I can go overseas and heal while I'm going to lake.
Yes, but you
shot
need
the barkeep,
rest.
Fix him right up.
Like,
I can
legitimate.
sleep while I am on boat that we will probably steal. I will say quieter.
We're not gonna steal a boat.
I'm sure
Well, what
Mo
are we
Give me
knows
going to
some
somebody.
do?
credit.
Mo's got connections.
Yeah, we can get overseas. Maybe if we put some funds into it, I can charter a private plane if we want to go a bit faster.
Honestly, I'm on him with the.
Well,
Honestly,
how about this? I will put the remaining amount of all of my money into plane because I believe we need to do this fast, okay? We need to. I want, at least, to figure out why my brother's picture is here when he should be dead. And I need to do this as fast as possible for me. So I need to take painkillers and go immediately.
It
Oh
will.
yeah,
It
we
won't
found
work.
some information about that.
Yeah, that's not happening, friend. At all.
Apparently, people who died in the Great War have just been turning up near lakes,
Not just
And
the Great War, other
bodies
things
of
too.
water.
Yeah.
So you think he's still there?
No.
No.
I don't think he's still there.
He
I
might
think there's
be,
gonna be
but
someone
I
else.
doubt it.
And honestly, I want to see what happens. You two are weirdos. I want to
That'd
make that
definitely be
very
a luck
clear.
check.
But I think this is fun. Not what we did, earlier. I just think what you people are talking about looks fun. Call me crazy. No, do it. I was honestly scared.
I don't think I should be the one calling you crazy. You're not the one who's in a mental asylum.
You were in a mental asylum?
Yes.
Was it this London one or was it one here in the States?
One here in the States.
Hmm.
The one downtown.
Ah.
No,
I see.
upstate. It was upstate.
Okay, upstate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I see. Anyway. Me and, Jake, I can't remember his name.
Sergey?
Sergey, thank you. I kept thinking Sedimir, but no.
Sedimir! Oh, sorry, that's way off topic. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. And, me and Sergey will start getting things together for this. Might as well take a plane. That is, if you want to, depends on how early you want to go. You take an extra minute in this hospital, and you'll be better. But if you want to go early, we take the boat, get there at the same time. So we might as well take. Sorry, tangent. We'll take the plane as long as you sit here for just a little while longer. Sound good?
So you're saying that the fastest way to do this is me staying here?
For you
Yes.
to heal. Yes. Do you want to get over there as fast as possible?
Well,
You
Well,
guys.
to be honest, the only way that I actually help this party is by fighting things, and I can't fight things like this anyway.
Exactly. Now lie there and stop dying.
I
Alright.
guess I will have to.
All right. You want to stay with him, John?
No.
I don't want John to stay with me.
Touche. He told me about his little twitch. Weird.
I don't know. He claims it's my Twitch, but I've only hit him once, and apparently that's less than Sergey's done it.
Yeah, but we can friendly stab.
Sergey is different. It's like friendly shooting.
I haven't shot you.
But we only shoot each other in like the arm. Like, it's fine.
Okay, enough of that.
Okay,
I'll
so
start. Yeah.
Dimitri, are you going to take the week to recover then?
However long they're like, as soon as they get the plane, I'm leaving. So it depends on how long it takes them to get the plane.
We don't tell him for a week.
Yeah, I figured Sergey wasn't going to tell him for a week.
Yeah.
Book the
Okay.
plane for a week.
So yeah, as soon as they tell me it's done, I'm going.
Gotcha.
We do not tell you for a week.
Yep. So Dimitri, the time spent in the hospital is mostly spent on helping you recover and getting back up. You go through some physical therapy. You did lose some muscle in your leg from the explosion, from the shrapnel, but sure enough, you begin to get on your way to recover. Mo, not Seth. Mo, not Seth. What do you do during this period of time? Once you and Sergey work out chartering a plane.
I think I'm going to go back to, like, just take a day, go to a spot similar to the docks, not where Seth was. I assume his body's been found by now.
Yep, or washed away.
I'm gonna take out the rock.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fire.
Roll a d6 for me.
Oh boy.
I assume I bring John with me. Just
Okay, you bring John with you? Okay.
Yeah. Slash R 1d6. 6.
Click, click. Nothing.
I aim it up and away from anything.
Yeah, I figured. Nothing happens.
Yeah. It's gonna happen one of these days.
I
You think
don't
it's a good idea
understand
for
why
me to
this-
bring this with me?
Yeah, sure.
I shouldn't be asking you, should I?
I mean, it's not like I'm any good with it.
I mean, I don't think you gotta be good with it. I think it's just one of those mojo things that just works on its own.
Maybe.
I wouldn't know. I'm sure it will kick someone in the pants one of these days.
It's got that good feng shui, you know.
Um,
Get better
Feng
luck
Shui
when
has
you
stuff
hold
to
it.
do with rooms. Personally, I'm not great at it.
Neither am I. Mostly because I don't own a house.
Well, I do, and it's got drinks in it.
Seth, do you do anything? Mo, God, do you do anything else
Yeah.
during? I'll get it. Do you do
Yeah.
anything
He'll
else?
get it right eventually.
I'll do it eventually. I
Let's
did it.
see.
I got it right before, so we got to cut me some slack. Do you do anything else during this period of time?
I think I'd just settle any affairs. John wants to keep the dagger. I want to keep the rock for a minute.
Till we
I'll
work out how
check
many
on my
we should-
feelers for Weirdum Lake. Like,
Sure.
I just
Nothing
wanna double down on that.
significant has ever happened there. It's a little fishing town in the north of England, and nobody cares about it. Like, your contacts, like, there's never been any work there for anybody. There's never been anything interesting that's ever happened there. It is completely insignificant.
Well,
Alright.
So, yeah, is there anything else you want to get done while Dimitri's recovering?
I think
Alright.
I'd just, close up the plant for the
Sure.
for the time that we will be gone.
Okay.
Don't plan on being gone too long. I'll set up
Yeah.
whatever backup I've currently got and just say, don't do anything too crazy and
Sure.
don't do anything. Yeah, just set up for a leave of absence on my part.
John, what do you do?
I'm gonna take a day and practice drawing because I haven't been very good at it recently.
Okay, I'll take that into account.
And then I'm going to read more of my book.
So you're actually able to finish the first book in this
Oh, no.
series that was gifted to you by Seth. And while reading it, like, there are parts that seem so vivid and real as it's telling of this creature arriving in the Great Isles that it feels as if you're looking at this giant green creature and you're there with the people in these communities that have risen around it. And there are parts that are so vivid, you feel as if you lived them, yet if you sit and really think about what you just read, you can hardly remember it. However, at the end of the book, there are very clear instructions. And first of all, as you complete your reading of the first book, you're going to lose 3 sanity points.
I need to find my eraser. Oh wait, this one works.
Oh yeah, it's starting already.
I don't know if this will format correctly.
Just lost a 13th of my stamina, or my sanity. Let's go.
Let's see if this will work. There we go.
What is that you've been reading?
A book I found in a dank cave.
One of my dank caves or a dank cave?
Not one of yours.
Hmm. What's it
It
about?
was out in the country. It's about it's about a story of a cult.
The one you just blew up, or I just blew
Seems
up,
like a
technically.
lot of cults, right?
Hmm.
This specific book that you're reading right now seems to be focused around one cult in the Great Isles.
Okay. It's about one cult, not this one.
This is about one very specific cult that rose up around this lake and this creature. I don't know if you can read what I sent you in Discord, if it formatted.
I can.
Okay.
It's
just,
words.
It's just
yeah,
words, yeah.
I'm reading it.
Okay.
And do I understand the fact that this is something I can do?
Yes,
or...
you do understand that this is the fact that this is something you can do.
Ooh.
Oh shoot, this guy just got magic.
Maybe.
I assume. Nate assumes, I mean.
Ow.
It was a good book.
It was a good book. I want to read more books now.
So, sure enough, a week is up. Unless there's something anybody else wants to do before Dimitri's released from the hospital.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much you
Can
want
I
to bet in a few
use
days
my-
I'm coming back?
Oh, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Can I raise my base stats in any way?
Can you raise your base stats when I give you ability scores? Like when I give you guys
Okay.
points increases, instead of taking, I was looking this up. So instead of taking the 10% in a skill, you can take 5% and put it into a stat.
Okay.
Hmm.
So
Wait,
enough
if I
for
took
one
5%
pass,
and put it
okay.
into debt, would my shooting also go up?
No.
No, because they're not related to each other.
Your dodge would.
Okay.
Your dodge would go up. Yep.
But then I could just make it plus 10 in dodge. That's a skill.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's not great for me.
Oh, but I see what you mean, because dex is more universal.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you're a dex character, aren't you?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Yes,
you
good
have
dex.
like 80 dex?
He does.
Yeah, it'll also make you go faster.
It will. So, sure enough, at the end of the week, Dimitri is released from the hospital. You're all able to go pick him up. And Sergey has arranged a plane. As Sergey's saying, as you guys are going, Sergey turns to you. Dimitri, you get dressed. You're able to actually leave and go outside and breathe fresh air for the first time in a week. Unfortunately, I will not be able to go. I can only get plane for 3 people, plus pilot. But Dimitri, if you still want, I can work on business while you are away.
Oh my gosh, this is so sad. I wanted you to come with me, but listen, I think you should get this business up and running, and we can be partners. What do you say?
I think this is a great idea. I will get it underway, and I'll be in touch soon.
I'll pat him in the back and I'm gonna say, I truly am glad that we did this. We avenged, the people we've worked with.
We did, and we will never forget what we fought for here. And if nothing else happens, we at least gave them some honor.
And you know what? We'll get things back and running again.
Yes, we will. Good luck, Dimitri. Be safe. If you get yourself
Good
killed,
luck. Same
I'll
thing.
be very
safe,
pissed.
okay? If there's another cult, just I don't know,
maybe
Oh, if
kill
there's
them
another,
all with
yeah,
your
sure.
new
I
gang or
I
something.
take care. I take care. You no worry. You no worry. And you guys are having this conversation as you're driving out to the early formations of New York Airport, which at this point is a private airport for private charter planes over to England. This
I
particular
can't believe
occasion.
you're making me leave Sergey.
Sorry, Cody.
This is so sad.
Had to happen.
Unfortunately, you guys can't bring the entire arsenal along with you,
Oh.
so you can bring one larger weapon and a couple of smaller weapons. Because Sergey has
Okay.
paid handsomely for the pilot to not ask questions.
So
Alright.
my broadsword, one of my knives, and my handgun.
Yeah, you could probably bring the brass knuckles too if you want, because they could just go in your pocket.
Can I bring
Because they're technically
a
better than the knife.
Thompson?
Yeah.
Handgun, my knife, and the rock.
Okay.
Thompson and shotgun?
That's two big weapons.
No, the shotgun is the tiny shotgun.
Oh, the sawed off. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Sure. You get into the plane. There's this mustache.
And a Molotov. And a Molotov.
You're not bringing a Molotov on a plane.
Damn.
It's illegal.
Guns are one thing, explosives.
What do you
are
mean it's illegal? I'm bringing a Thompson to a
Yeah.
plane.
Yeah,
We
but
crossed legal.
explosives are a bigger issue on planes.
Yeah,
I
Cody.
see.
That could go very poorly.
very.
Yeah, imagine we get shot down.
So,
And then explode.
Yeah.
Like terribly, terribly explode.
Just to add insult to injury, the plane crashes and then we explode.
Well, it's not insult to injury; it's injury to death.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. No, that sounded better in my head.
so
Plane time.
plane time. As you all get aboard, you're able to strap into these kind of like poorly, like they're fairly worn leather seatbelts. It's kind of crowded in the rickety half metal, half paper interior of these early 1930 planes. Various cargo that's being shipped. The driver is a bigger man who kind of tucks his gut in as he gets behind the wheel to not be too obtrusive, with a rather greasy handlebar mustache across his upper lip and a receding, still black, but probably dyed hairline. So, you're able to get in and strap up, and your flight begins. Does anybody want to do anything during the flight?
I'm just gonna look at the picture a little bit, and then that's it.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna read more of my book.
Okay, so you start on the second volume.
Yes. For more magic, and hopefully magic that Cassie's here, because I'm going to die.
Oh, it only gets worse.
Nice.
Okay. So this next book begins to it starts off with the way this cult that rises up around this creature, the leader, the dark disciple who's writing the book, starts this whole like first part of the book with the correct like worships and times to worship of whatever this thing is that they're still not entirely sure of what it is, but they believe that it can give life and it can take life.
I assume this is about the same thing as the previous book?
Yep.
Great, now I know how to use it.
Okay. So, other than that, it's a relatively smooth flight along the way. No turbulence, clear skies over the ocean. Finally, you all touch down in London at another small private airport. You get out. It's smaller compared to New York City from where you just came from, but it's still a respectable city. Here was relatively untouched by the First Great War. And what do you all want to do now that you're in London?
All right.
Apparently we're looking for a mental institute.
Mm,
I'm just gonna look
Yes.
around a bit. How much different does this look from like the other countries I've been to?
It's not. There's obviously cultural aspects that are slightly different. Like obviously this isn't Moscow or New York City, but it's still a city.
Okay.
all right.
Like everything's slightly smaller, closer together. Like the streets, for the most part here, there's not a lot of pavement. There's still a lot of cobbled. You still see horse-drawn carriages instead of a lot of cars.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say, well, look, I say we get to lake as soon as possible.
I feel like we should probably try and find a place to stay first.
But if we go to lake really fast, we can like make a camp or something. Like this is pretty important. We should be doing this.
We're in a city.
Yes,
I
we're
don't
gonna
think
see
making a
imagery.
camp is a strong plan.
No,
Yeah.
no. But if we get there as soon as possible, then
First,
we won't
I'm
be in
not
the
used to
city
going.
anymore. We already waited a whole week to do this. Like we got to go.
And well, here's the thing though. We gotta figure out where this place is.
Yes.
All I know is that north of here. So
Also,
that
we
doesn't
should
give us
probably
what's
check
going.
that mental institute, since
But
it's like,
personally, I don't got a
in
lot of
town.
people here. I don't got any people here. I'm on my own at this point. You know how that feels?
yes.
Right. Regardless. So we gotta get maps. We gotta
A
get
place to stay.
transport, and that. It's gonna take a minute. I understand you're
Hurry.
in a hurry. But Rome was not built in a day.
Well, we're not building Rome here, aren't we? We're trying to figure out why my brother is on the picture.
Wait, you mean we're not building Rome? I feel like I've been doing the wrong thing this whole time.
John's like, I've been lied to.
Regardless.
Here I am trying to discover the fastest way to build Rome.
I failed one too many sanity checks, and here I am.
Gosh, anyway. Alright, the rest of the day will be spent having whatever British pounds, I think that's the term,
Yeah.
we have is like
You guys
where we-
Sergey was able to convert was able to get you like enough pounds that you won't have to worry while you're here.
Okay, perfect. So, we have
we-
that. We'll get a place to stay for 1 or 2 days. Use the rest of the time, and use pretty much the rest of the time getting maps and or finding someone who might take us to his back end town called
Let me-
Weirdum.
We
Wait
can
a
check the asylum first. It's like in town, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's the London.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
London mental.
In
we'll
London.
do that too. You
guys are in
that
London.
order though. In that order though.
So asylum last.
Asylum last.
But we're in the town with these asylum.
Yes, but you mentioned to do everything else first too.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So let's just get situated for the day. Get what we need to. Use the rest of the day to check out the asylum. Just see if they know Seth. I'm
Yeah.
not sure what else to do there.
Or Katie.
Or Katie.
Okay.
That's the plan.
All right. So asylum first. Sorry, I was reading a stat block.
Yes.
Okay, so asylum
Yes.
first.
Oh no.
Oh no, he was doing a stat. Oh god.
I had to figure out the way it really worked, but I got it now. Okay, so.
Please no.
um,
Not the Shambler.
Jake, I just left the hospital. Okay. I'm
yeah,
not
and
back
you're going to
again.
another hospital. Isn't that convenient?
This is just gonna be like a world hospital tour.
No, this is the hospital I go to, not the one he goes.
So, you head over to the Royal London Mental Institute. Compared to the one that kept John in, this is a much larger one, and it seems to be fairly well kept. Walking in, the floors are clean. You don't hear any patients screaming out at the moment. You see nurses in prim and proper white uniforms walking around. You see an older, short doctor. He's, relatively spry for somebody that looks to be maybe around 70 years old. He's got no hair on the top of his head. It's all kind of just poofing out of the side of it, walking around with a clipboard, and he seems to be going over some charts and medications. The nurse at the front desk looks as you walk through the large glass doors over the alternating patterned checkered marble floor. Can I help? Oh, British accent. God, frick. I can't do a British accent. Well, that's something I didn't think about.
How long am I gonna have? How long would I have to stay here to get some sanity back?
Cheerio, pip pip.
In a mental institute?
I
Yes.
don't know how to do one either.
I don't know how to do a British accent.
That
She
turned
asked.
southern. That turned southern.
It always turns southern.
Yeah.
Can I help you?
Yeah. Question. You know either oh, where is it? Gosh, do
Dimitri,
you know
do you
either
know
Katie
Seth's
Holmes
last
or
name?
Seth? Dimitri. What was Seth's last name?
Dimitri, you remember that it was Marcus.
Marcus.
Yeah, a Katie Holmes or a Seth Marcus.
Just give me 1 second, and I'll check with the doctor, and I'll be right back.
All right.
And she goes off and looks while I look. Recover their wits.
I
for
don't think we'll
purposes.
find Seth here, but we might as well check.
Hey, if they know a Seth, that's easy. That's good enough for me.
Well, if we find Seth, that's a separate issue.
So to begin to increase sanity, it would take about a month of therapy.
Okay.
However, resting for a day will remove insanity, which is a different effect.
Yes.
And a good night's sleep in a safe. So I guess over that past week that you guys took off. Well, actually, no, you were reading a scary book. You didn't recover any sanity. But for everybody else, you can go ahead and add back 5 points of sanity.
What if I already have
or just 5
one
in
that you
more than
lost.
my normal sanity?
You're not going above. This is adding stuff that you lost.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I learn
I've
magic
seen-
to steal people's sanity? That'd be useful.
Institutional care is 1d10 per month, and therapy is 1d6 per month. If you have a backstory item for self-help and you spend time with it, you can raise your sanity by d6. If you
see.
get a skill to 90%, you add 2d6 sanity.
Like
Ooh.
Max Sandy or
Yeah, max sanity.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Okay, so
Darn,
rules
but I
rules
don't
out
want
of
to
the way.
level up Charm anymore. It hasn't been useful.
All right. A short while later, the nurse comes back. The doctor said that we've never had anyone stay here by the names of Seth Marcus or Katie Holmes, but there was an American woman like y'all that Southern again, see,
Y'all.
y'all.
I honestly don't even know the difference. So like,
Oh,
I know the difference, but like if you didn't point it out to me, I wouldn't even know. So like, it's fine.
That came by around a year ago, who was asking some questions and trying to look around the place.
Did she say where she might be going?
She kind of pauses for a minute. No, she didn't make mention of it.
Do you remember what she was asking?
That would be a question for the doctor, and he's quite busy right now.
Okay.
Understood.
Should I make an
Do
appointment
you remember
with the
which
doctor?
can you disclose what patient and or business you had here?
I'm not at liberty to discuss it. I can go and talk to the doctor and see if he has time to talk to you.
We'd
Yes, that
appreciate
would be
that, actually.
that would be very good.
Yes.
Please.
Okay. And she leaves and she goes up a hall that the doctor went down. Dimitri,
Yes.
while you're looking around here and you're kind of looking, like, you look over the windows and stuff, it's like a light drizzle has begun to come down outside. And as you're looking at it for a moment, you know the way when things fog up a bit, like you can kind of write in them with your finger?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dimitri, as you kind of turn and you're getting a little restless while waiting for the doctor, you turn and look at the window for a second, and written backwards on it, you see the words, "I can help you."
Oh no.
All right.
I
How?
didn't use my magic yet.
When you go, when you blink again, They're gone before you can write the word how. The next line says, "I know where he is."
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna write where.
The next line says, "I can't tell you, but I am very close. Please help me."
Oh boy.
Cody, and your lack of conversational skills.
It,
At this point, the nurse comes back. The doctor says that if you stop by this evening, he'll have a word with you.
Okay.
Good enough for me.
Wait. Okay. I'm gonna write this down. So he said he can tell me where my brother is.
He said he can help you.
He is close and he needs help.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
No, he never mentioned your brother. He just said he can help.
And he said, "I know where he is."
Yeah, he just
Right.
said
Okay.
he. He didn't say your brother or any names. Just I know where he is.
Mm-hmm.
So you're still
I
up.
am going to grab both of you firmly by the shoulder and say,
Hey, hello.
I think I may either be going insane or something very wrong is happening, and I really do not know which one is correct.
Well, either way, I
Okay.
guess we gotta come back here later.
Okay,
So let's
listen.
step out from
I
it.
was looking at the window. Okay, I was looking at that window right there. Okay, just looking at it, minding my own business, and words start appearing from the window. It says, "I know where he is, and that I am close, and I need help." I don't know what was talking to me through the window, but whatever it is probably able to contact us again, and
You think
is
it was
in
Seth?
close distance to us.
Well, for starters, you're sure to ask where he was.
Yeah. Or who
I
he
tried
was.
to. I went to touch the window, but it didn't answer afterwards.
Maybe it's because the nurse
Regardless,
came back.
we're gonna step. Let's just. We want to talk to the doctor, see if he knows anything about Holmes. Let's honestly, let's just go back to. Let's just get our drive. Let's just find our driver and live-in situation
Yes, I
for the
agree, but
next day.
this is
and just
something to
come
be
back.
concerning about. This
Yeah.
is very concerning.
Yes, and I wish you
However,
had asked better questions.
maybe I could not ask questions. Didn't
Well,
word
hopefully
like
they
that.
ask again. Let's just go.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm gonna write on the window while we're waiting.
Oh, I thought
we're
you guys were
leaving.
leaving.
We
Yeah,
are
we're,
leaving.
we're leaving.
But wait. Let me write on this window one more time. I'm gonna write, "Who are you?" on the window.
No response. Nothing happens. Like, the window's completely clear. You're not even sure if you saw it at this point.
Oh boy. I swear, it happened. It was there.
My trickling mind's eye. Nothing more, nothing less. Anyway, let's just go get let's just go find a hotel or whatever they got over here.
There's still hotels.
I know.
Okay. So,
I know. I'm just saying.
I know. So you get a carriage ride through the now perpetually damp and gray streets of London, as it is, and you head over. You're able to get a nice room. You're able to get a several. Do each of you want a room, or do you guys want to share a room?
I think two will do just fine. Have those two bunk. They seem used to it.
When you say that, the guy that's helping you out goes, "Really, two gentlemen?
I feel like Dimitri will also shiver.
Well, oh, you must be very forward thinking over in the States." So you're able to get a nice room at a hotel called the Charleston.
Do some exercises. Come on. Let's do
I
some
can't
exercise.
talk tonight, guys. Like, I'm sorry. Like, Seth is gonna have to carry me through this rest of the session.
No.
Yeah, I know. So you guys get your nice rooms. They're fairly standard for hotels. Very cushy beds for the time. Not like the ones that you stayed on when you went to Pennsylvania. No rats living in the walls here. The brown stuff left at the top of the pillow is actually a mint and not rat droppings.
Perfect.
And there's a shower there's a few different showers like on this hall. There's no like showers in the rooms, but there are places for you to shower and clean up and
Right.
do all the stuff. There's actually a closet in your room. Like, it's a nice place. So does anybody want to do something? The doctor said he would see you around 7 o'clock this evening.
Right.
I guess we'll just try and make it through another chapter.
Okay.
I'm going to scan the like anything to see if there's anything like outside or in this room that's bad, and I'm gonna write on the window again if it starts raining. Talk to this person.
As you start to write on the window, um, there's a radio in the room, and it switches on, and the first thing that comes out of the radio is a female voice saying, "Don't leave me here." However, it seems to be like you're in the middle of one of the radio drama programs that's very popular at the time.
I like those two. I like this.
Don't leave me here. Interesting. I'm gonna go over to everyone. I'm gonna say, listen, I started writing on the window, and then the radio automatically turns on and starts playing something that says, "Do not leave me here." Okay? That's
Yeah,
not okay.
and I
It's not
stand
okay at
there
all.
as-
No,
and I'm
look at me.
standing
Look
there
at
with a
me.
dial
That's
in
not
my
okay.
hand.
That's
I
not
did just
okay.
turn on the
Okay?
radio.
But you were in a different room, Seth.
Oh, okay.
You were in your room.
All right.
Listen.
I just want. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
The writing on the window, okay? It said that whoever contacted me needs help and that they are close. We should be like looking for this. If I don't know how, but we should be looking for this.
So, do you think they're in the asylum?
I mean, isn't the asylum the place that like crazy things happen?
Crazy
I think it's
people
worth
happen
going
in
there.
asylums. What you're talking about is Mojo.
Look, I think it's some sort of spirit or something that wants our help.
Maybe we can shoot the rock at it.
Honestly, I was gonna think something like that. Like, it's gotta do something. I tried again. Nothing. No laser towards liberty. No nothing.
Yeah, no, I watched.
Yeah, I know. I'm just explaining. Like, I just want to
Explaining
make
it to
it.
Dimitri.
Yeah. Anyway,
Look, and if that radio is asking for help or the spirit turned the radio on or something, maybe the same thing happened to my brother, or maybe this is my brother.
are you saying you want to go back early before the doctor's ready to see us, or
Look, I don't even
what
know
are you
how
saying?
to
What are you
go around
saying you want to
finding this. I'm saying that maybe we should like search the asylum for anything weird if we can. I don't know. We have to do something. I have no idea what to do here. I'm not a very smart person.
Dimitri, it sounds like your heart's in the right place, but I don't know what to think of this. The problem
What?
is
Do you think
that
I
you
know
don't
what to
know.
think of this?
Let me finish. You think I don't. Look, I like helping people too. It's my job. But if this is a person similar to Seth, don't you think that's better avoided? Just ask it.
Well, this is what I think.
Which part
Okay,
is like Seth?
if this is
The mojo
not
part.
if this is not my brother, then this is someone who served in the war, and none of them deserve to die.
Now that I think about it, I suppose that. No, this makes sense.
This is very
This makes
very
sense.
personal for me. Normally, I would not care. It's not my business.
No,
but this
no,
is.
you're right. I'm thinking about it now. The problem is, what are we gonna do? Take a tour? I like tours.
It's better than sitting here while whatever spirit is in pain is asking for help.
Why are you always so jumpy?
Why
Jump
are
to
you
this
not
thing,
so
jump.
jumpy?
It's called
Look,
skull.
I say we should go now. What are we gonna do? Sit here and do nothing?
Yeah, I'm gonna read.
I was
John,
gonna go
stop
hire.
it with that stupid book. You don't do anything. You don't accomplish anything by reading books, okay?
I mean, I accomplished something.
Yeah, I finished a book.
Yeah, you accomplished boredom is what you accomplished. Come on, let's go to the asylum and like look at some things, I guess.
I assume it's been like an hour or two since we left the asylum, right?
Yeah, you've
And
had
we've
some
got
time.
a couple
Yep.
more until we're got to go back, right?
Yeah, you're all feeling a little jet lagged because of the time difference because you guys got here in the morning, but you left in the evening. So yeah, you're all a little zonked.
Ugh. I, I haven't experienced it personally, but that sounds terrible.
It's not great.
Ugh. Oh,
God, I wish my power
it
was
shouldn't say
higher.
New York up there anymore. Do you happen to have it in England?
I don't have an England. Sorry, I'm
Dang.
such a failure. Well, let's see.
Just something like. Anyway.
Yeah, I have something for the asylum though.
Oh, okay. Then I guess we'll do that.
Nice.
Um,
Is it just a picture from the game?
no, it's not a picture from the video game. I actually wrote this before I started playing the video game.
All right. Yeah, I
think you
say
have to
we.
open- oh,
Sure.
wait,
Let's go
okay, we're
back and.
to this.
Yeah,
I guess we might
I
as
can do an
well.
old car. That's the best I got right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, sorry. What are you guys doing?
Excuse me. Sorry.
I just told people that we should go to the asylum.
Apparently, we're going
investigate.
on a tour of the asylum.
Yeah, which they honestly probably don't do, but see if Dimitri can pick up any more of them clues about who we dealing with. Because like I said, if this is a person like Seth, I assume they're better avoided.
We don't know if this is a person like Seth, though.
This is
They're
starting to
using
feel very
Mojo to
grating.
contact you.
This is starting
That's
to feel
you
very
were
what?
saying.
Grating. A person like Seth, he says next to the guy with magic.
Well, until you say it in
Yeah.
character, it's,
Yeah, we have no way of
weird.
knowing. It would be so metagaming because you
Yeah,
were
I
kind of
know.
a nerd this whole time. So
I'm just happily reading my book.
yeah.
And everybody else is like,
Honestly,
that's a
this
big
is
book.
why
I
I
don't
didn't-
even want to know what it's about.
I mean,
Yeah,
Honestly,
I would look at that book. I want to be as far away as possible from it.
Honestly, that would be the reason why I wanted to make Seth. I wanted him to use magic. Anyway,
Don't
which he
hit
did,
birds.
so I'm happy. Yeah, we're gonna go back to the asylum, I guess, for lack of better thing to do, because they really don't want to find a place to get a car and or something that would take us to the place we want to go. That's not the asylum. It is the town lake. Weirdum Lake.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway,
So
back
you guys
to the
are
asylum.
going back to the asylum. Okay.
Yes, we are.
That's not an asylum.
If my
That is
power was higher.
Frost Giant.
Dimitri
wow,
in
Dimitri,
the
like,
hospital. Dimitri in jail.
Yeah, I got lots of scenes for Dimitri. Did I erase my asylum scene? I must have accidentally erased my asylum scene. We'll go with one of the places that Dimitri's frequented previously. It's kind of asylum.
jail?
Yeah. No,
Oh,
you guys are
hospital.
going to the asylum. We'll leave up the picture of the jail. So-
Oh my god.
All right. So you guys head back to the asylum.
Yeah.
Okay, you're able to go back. There's a different nurse behind the desk at this point. She looks up and she says, "Hi, can I help you?"
Oh yeah. So, not sure if it's on your ledger or whatever, but I am Mo, and and the doctor and we had a couple questions for the doctor. We're here early just because we want to take a look around. Is that okay?
Well, unless you're some sort of official, we don't normally let people just wander about unless, well, we'll do tours if you're thinking about institutionalizing a loved one here,
Yeah.
but...
That's exactly what we're thinking about.
Oh, that's what you're inquiring about.
Yeah.
I suppose. I mean, sure, yeah.
John says as he's thinking about institutionalizing himself, but he's really on the fence between getting help and just going insane.
Hey, I'm only missing 12 out of 48 stamina. Or sanity.
That's it.
I'm only missing a fourth of my my sanity.
Yeah, that's not... It's what, 50% where you start suffering insanity? You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get plus 3 at some point. I don't know
The
how that.
next thing I see will probably just make me stab Dimitri to death, but that's fine.
Joke's on you. I'll take the first stab, maybe, and then it'll take 2 stabs to kill me.
My broadsword can almost one-shot you.
Nice.
So, all right.
And I'll
Um,
whisper to Dimitri just to make sure you keep an eye out.
I always keep an eye out, okay? Especially when I'm with him.
You don't have to answer.
What do you
And
mean?
Tor,
You just asked me questions.
Okay, so another nurse comes over and she says, well, if you'll just follow me, I can show you the types of facilities that we're able to provide to our residents. We pride ourselves on being one of the more forward-thinking mental institutions and being less severe towards our patients and working on a long-term plan to eventually help them travel back out into society.
Yes.
This is what we want to hear. Yes, yes. Tell us what we want to hear, please. Out of character, of course.
Yes,
I
know.
would like to like look very hard around things and figure out like if anything could seem like a sign from like a ghost or something reaching out to me. Like I'm gonna be like really like
Distracted.
just exactly extremely distracted.
Hey, just random question. Do I have the lowest power in this party?
Yes, you do.
My power is more than what it started with. My power is 71
How?
71 for
because
sanity.
it was at 70, and then I passed a whole bunch, and then Jake let me regen, and then I maxed the amount that I regen.
No, that's your sanity. Power.
Yeah.
Power.
As in the stat.
Oh, mine is just normal 70.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we're tied.
Yeah, okay. So,
Okay, so I'm losing horribly, and I'm the one who needs power now.
I find it very ironic.
I mean, that's why you put a lot in power, so you don't go
I
insane.
haven't put anything in power.
I know, but that's why you don't. But that's why you put stuff into power, so you don't go insane.
But it's much funnier when I do go insane.
It is. It honestly is. I'm glad I haven't been on the other end of that yet. Anyway, yeah, Torse.
Okay, so Dimitri, go ahead, make a spot hidden check.
Alrighty, here we go.
Or an occult or Cthulhu Mythos check.
I'll go spot hidden.
Okay.
Pass.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's half of my character sheet here. I think it was a 40 before, so I don't think that it would be half. Normally.
Okay. So
oh wait, no, it's 50. So yeah, that would be
that'd be hard success. Okay.
Yeah.
So, looking around, you're not at all paying attention to what the nurse is saying to John and Mo, not Seth, Mo, as she leads
Good
you.
job, Jake.
Thank you. I was proud of myself for that. As she leads them throughout the hallways. So you guys are on like the lowest floor of the building. Like there isn't a basement here at all. But Dimitri, you notice multiple ducts and vents leading from some of the rooms that lead downwards.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Can I go look at them?
They're behind rooms, like they're in patients' rooms.
Okay. I'm gonna peer in the rooms a little bit.
So the patients seem relatively calm here, like especially from when you went to get John and there were some very jumpy patients that were running around and screaming and being rather rambunctious. The patients, at least on this floor, seem to be rather not incapacitated, is not the word I'm looking for, but relatively not comatose, for lack of me being able to speak English.
Sedated?
Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Everyone gets inspiration for helping me think of the right words. No, I'm kidding. But as you peer into one of the cells, like one of the patients, there's this woman. She's got like kind of long hair, but like it's not like completely unkept. Like someone clearly made an effort to brush it, and she's just kind of like rocking back and forth and doesn't pay you much mind as you peer in. Could you make a stealth check to see if you can do this without the nurse noticing?
No.
So as you're kind of looking in, you're looking very intensely at the area behind it. Can you make another spot hidden check?
Yes.
Yes, you can. looking at the vents, like peering very closely, you think you can see some sort of faint light coming from the other side. But as you're doing so, the nurse turns around, stops the group from moving, and she places a hand on your shoulder. She says, "Excuse me, sir, but please don't peer in on the patients like that. We tend to find that's rather intrusive and uncomfortable for them."
Wait, you said there was a light?
Coming from the vent, yes.
I'm sorry. I think there was something wrong with that room.
There's nothing wrong with the room, sir, but you please keep
No,
following me?
No, please. Please, I
Dimitri,
need to look.
could you start paying attention to the tour, please? It's why we're here, man.
Look, can you... I think
And
I
I give
figured
him a
out
little
why we're
wink.
here.
Sorry about him. He's actually the reason we're here, looking for a good place to let him stay.
Oh, you're one to talk.
Oh, I see. Oh, well then, sir, if you would please follow me, I can show you the options we have for dinner that are soft foods. So,
You
so
know
sharp
what?
objects don't need to be
We're
used.
doing this. We're doing this fine. Look. I need to see what's behind that. Okay, it is for my own mental safety. I need to know.
Well, I can't let you into another patient's room, sir.
Can I talk to him? See if it's
Do you have an
okay?
empty room then?
Well, there's a process. Usually, the doctor will need to examine him and see what type of illnesses he suffers from and what type of treatment he needs.
Okay.
He seems rather high functioning, if a bit odd.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just his family's getting very tired of dealing with him, and they're looking for a good place to let him stay.
Look at the light. There's a light over there.
Okay, keep walking, sir.
No. Okay, I would be like, no. Look. Okay, I will pay you good money if you let me look at the light. Okay.
Sir, I will need to call the guards if you don't keep moving.
Do you just have an empty room we could just look at?
Yes, we absolutely have empty rooms if you'd please follow me. These are on the second level. The first floor is all booked up at the moment.
Okay.
She leads you up the stairs to one of the rooms on the second floor. It's a nice room, white walls, well padded, so if somebody was to bash their head off of them repeatedly, they wouldn't cause serious harm to themselves. There's a triple lock on the door on the outside to take rather extreme preventative measures. And a large
Just
window.
at a quick glance, how long do I think it would assume for me to get one of those open if I really needed to?
The door?
Yeah.
What's your locksmith?
Just at a
What's your locksmith?
My locksmithing is a 71.
You could probably do it in about a round.
Alright.
That's what you took the round to do. Yeah.
Alright.
We could probably do it faster with the skeleton key.
Yeah, and if the two of you work together with your locksmithing, you could do it even faster.
Nice.
Right.
Because you're both
Alright,
fairly,
alright.
you're both
Do
fairly
I
good at that.
see the light in the new room that we look at?
You do, but the vents lead to the floor directly below you, so it's probably just the light from the first floor.
If I pay close attention as we walk by, do I see any empty rooms on the first floor?
Go ahead, and I think it's always spot hidden because I don't really think perception
I'm gonna do the
is a
same.
thing. Yeah.
Woo, 100.
Spot hidden. No, not a good time this time.
Okay. And no, you guys don't notice any rooms. You notice like some nurses helping patients to and from rooms, but there seems to be no obviously empty room.
Alright. Alright. If that's how it is.
Compared to these rooms, how locked were the ones downstairs?
They were the same. They were the same. This was just the first time you were closely checking
Okay,
out
so
the door.
so you're saying basically the light is from the first floor. So whatever's causing the light is in the first floor.
Well, on this floor.
Wait.
There was light coming from downstairs in the first floor as well.
But there was no
only
downstairs.
a ground floor as far as they would tell us.
Oh, wait, I'm putting common sense in here.
There's a basement that they're hiding.
So,
Can I look? Okay, I'm going to continue to look attached because I am obviously insane, and I am going to look at any like place that seems to be them hiding something from us.
make another spot hidden check.
Well, this is
Damn.
turning into something.
Nope.
None of us can make spot.
Oh gosh.
While you're looking around, no, you don't find anything. And Dimitri and John, at this point, the nurse is going over with you the paperwork process for, not Dimitri and John, Mo and John. At this point, the nurse is going over with you guys the process for institutionalizing Dimitri. While you guys are having this
while you were talking about that, because of quality of life, I was wondering if I can talk to Mo over here, because he deals a lot about this. I need to make sure it's the right place for me.
So as you say this, the doctor turns the corner and looks over at you guys, and he says, "Are you the group I was supposed to be meeting with? I have a little time right now. What are you doing up here?"
Looking for a place for our friend to spend some time.
Well, I was told you were inquiring about a Katie Holmes. And that's
We
where we're going
were.
to go ahead and take a quick break, because I did not realize how long we'd been playing for straight.
Yeah.
Good job, and we will be right back. You never thought you'd not want to talk to a doctor? All right. So, as the group is in this hallway with this nurse, the doctor looks you over. He kind of waves his hand for her to go away. So, you're both looking to institutionalize your friend and inquire about Katie Holmes? I find that to be quite peculiar for a bunch of Americans that have just walked into my hospital.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That I assuming you know something about Katie Holmes then? Or at least remember what she was requested.
Make a
Sorry.
psychoanalysis check.
Sure. That is a 21.
Is that a pass? Because for me, it's not.
No, I mean I haven't rolled yet. I mean I have to roll below a 21.
Oh, okay.
That's an 85.
No.
85. Okay. He said he looks over. Yes, I am familiar with Katie Holmes, the American FBI agent who was here a few months back inquiring about paranormal activity and asking about ties to cults and the history of all that nonsense, rumor, and superstition that is holding back legitimate mental research.
Right.
So, what do you wish to know?
Let's see. Was that
And,
all she questioned? Was that all she questioned about the paranormal?
Yes.
Hmm.
And you're also
Did
looking
you
to institutionalize your friend? And he looks at Dimitri.
Yeah, what's the average stay?
Yes, I am
time of
actually extremely
patients?
insane.
The average stay on patients varies depending on the severity of their insanity. Some patients just require a little bit of recuperation time and might find themselves walking out within a month or two. Others might, as much as we try, might spend their whole lives here.
How many people have you had stay here their whole lives?
Oh, Jake, while they do this, I'm going to like jitter nervously like a crazy person.
Okay.
Like what proportion of people?
Not too many. I think we've only had, at this point, obviously there are still patients which are indeterminate, which we're working out a release plan on, which could be tomorrow or it could be years from now, depending on how they perform. But patients that have been here for my whole life in my time here, I can only think of about maybe half a dozen.
It's not too bad. Better than some of the institutions we've looked at so far.
And which
Any
other
of them, in fact.
institutions have you?
While I'm nervously jittering, I'm going to up and walk away and look at more things. Look at anything, like try to find like something that they're hiding.
Make a spot hidden check. Pass? It's just a normal
Yes.
pass. On looking around here, you can't really seem to detect anything that they're hiding.
All right, I want to walk to not here.
You're gonna start
where
walking
is
down
here?
the steps. You're on the second floor right now. There's a couple more
Yes, I'm
hallways
gonna
over
walk
here.
down the steps. I'm just
Okay.
looking.
At this point, as you begin to walk down the steps, one of the guards comes over, and
I'm going to start jitterously like convulsing.
he motions down the hallway. We're gonna need a straitjacket.
No. Why did
No,
you give
I'm
me
not gonna go on the
no?
floor. I'm
Why?
like
Why?
no. I'm just walking. I'm walking like
I know.
like just a little bit off. I know. Oh, is
Well,
that what they
you're
put
making a
people
big
in
deal about the
straitjackets for?
jittering.
No, it's not like a huge deal. It's like you know.
You're making a big deal about it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to seem like convincing.
Yeah, you're doing a good job.
So they're putting
Oh,
you in a
thanks,
straitjacket.
Do you keep going down the
that-
steps towards the guard, or do you start going back up the steps?
Do I notice that he's gone?
Yeah,
for a
you
moment?
notice that he's gone. The doctor's still talking
Dimitri,
to you
can you
guys.
come back over
Yeah,
here,
can you
please?
go get him?
I'll go
Oh.
upstairs.
Okay, the guard looks very confused as he sees you return to your group, but he kind of walks away.
Sorry about that.
So, how do you all know Katie Holmes?
Well, we
Yeah,
were friends for a short time before her disappearance.
Oh, she's disappeared. I had no idea.
Yeah, that's what we've heard anyway.
Oh, can I make a? I want to know if you're lying check.
Psychoanalysis?
Psychoanalysis.
Because I don't trust him at all. Yeah, because this place is bad.
I'll
I
make-
now want
I'll
to
do
hope
one
I
too.
roll a 1.
I'll do one
I
too.
don't think that's a pass.
I
Oh,
believe
come
the
on.
base
Yeah,
in
it's literally a 1%.
the base in psychoanalysis is a 1.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so far we haven't looked at too many institutions. No.
We're
So
not.
just like
We're not on
names.
that topic.
I'm still bringing it up because he asked the question before.
He did, he did. Dimitri wandered
started to
off.
wander off.
Yeah.
Well, I had no idea that she'd disappeared. She seemed nice enough when I met her.
Yes, it was
well-
my friend's last will that we try to find her.
I wish I could have done something to help her obvious mental illness with her insistence on the paranormal.
Yeah. No, that
Many of us wish that.
that part was weird. That part was weird. Let's see here.
John, do you want to go ahead and make a charm check?
Sure.
Yeah. No, I don't have anything for this. I have
59.
What's
Which
your
is a
charm?
pass.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't...
Not a hard pass. but
Just a
it
normal
is
pass. Yeah, sure. He's not like your best friend or anything, but like he doesn't seem like he's ready to kick you guys out of here.
Yeah.
No, I can't even like dump a ton of
I
luck
know,
to make it a
I know.
pass.
I know. All right. Well, is there anything else I can help you with?
Honestly, if we could just either supervised or otherwise, just take a look around in general.
Yeah.
Did one of the
We like-
nurses not already give you a tour?
A little bit. We just like to see the rest of
We'd
it.
like to continue our tour, yes.
Well, there's not much else to see. There's the courtyard, and he motions through one of the windows, where you see some patients with nurses. Some by themselves that seem to be a little bit better functioning. There's a library where patients can go to borrow books and the like. Occasionally, we'll have one of the silent films play for them. Nothing too stimulating, of course.
Of course.
But you've seen the bulk of the facility.
Yes, this seems like a very nice place.
Thank you. I take great pride in my work.
Excellent. Honestly, would like to. Mind if we take a look in the library? Just out of
Absolutely. This way.
curiosity. See what's there. Thank you.
Sure.
I wanna Jaren talk a little bit stupidly. I just wanted to look at the
Dimitri, you're
rooms,
overselling.
all of the rooms.
Just pay attention.
He is
Dimitri,
going.
come on,
The
we're here for your own
doctor.
good.
Doctor will make a psychoanalysis check.
Oh
Oh no,
gosh.
not the doctor. No,
Not the doctor.
he's probably good at this.
Yeah, he's gonna kick us out now. Gosh darn it. Ugh. He actually got it, didn't he?
Uh-oh.
Come on, 100. Come on, 100.
No, I'm looking at what skill I want Dimitri to use. Is deceive a thing? No.
Fast
Uh,
talk.
Fast
I
talk,
guess.
maybe? Like,
Yeah.
doing this on the spot.
You fast talk, Dimitri.
Fast talk is the only sort of talk I have anything in, and it's still not likely that I make it.
Come on, Cody. Come on.
Don't I have persuade somewhere?
Yes!
Ooh.
It's a pass!
He looks at you quite quizzically. Still. Like, he's not 100% buying everything that you're doing. But he nods.
He's usually
Just
better.
keep him with you.
I will.
The library is back on the first floor. Just head up the hall after you get down the stairs and then go to your right.
Thank you. You've been a lot of help.
course.
Dr.
Barnes.
Dr. Barnes. Thank you very much. Alright.
Once we either get out of the doctor's line of sight or
Yeah.
he leaves ours,
He
I'm
goes
just
back
going
upstairs.
to pinch Cody somewhat hard.
I'm gonna flick him where one of the
One of the
still probably fresh Yeah,
One of the
fresher
bandages is?
wounds. Yeah,
Okay.
I want to flick him in the wound again. You don't
Dimitri?
gotta be so.
Yeah, no, keep going.
You don't gotta be so convincing, Dimitri. It's
No,
easier to
let's
be
You didn't
convincing by
have to
being
pass me
quiet.
off as insane. And here we are.
Sometimes it's easier being quiet. Either way, let's go ahead
Which
now
you
that
guys
we're
were.
here, and
I'm also going to not pay attention to anything and continue to look at something that they're hiding.
I thought you guys were headed
So-
down to the library.
now we're going to the library.
Yes. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to.
You've
scan
already,
everything.
looked, like, you're not...
I know,
Okay,
but I'm just
sure.
trying to look again.
So you're just
to
not paying
make sure
attention.
that,
Gotcha.
like, you know.
It's going to look very
Yes.
shifty.
While I'm going downstairs, do I? No, not no. Never mind. Never mind. I was gonna ask about, hey, does this floor plan look? Now that we've been upstairs, does the floor plan look a little different, or
No, floor
like?
plan seems about the same for both floors. Like, everything lines up between the first and the second floor.
All right. All right. All right. We'll go to the library and let's think.
Okay. As you head down to the library, there are a few nurses in here supervising patients. None of these are like high level books that they have access to. It's a lot of like fun reading, some younger reading, some slightly older reading. It's a relatively easy layout. Like the chairs and stuff in here are drilled down to the floor. The books are mostly
Of course.
bound and padded, so it would be quite difficult to use one of them as a weapon. There's a lot of low-lying shelves, so it'd be very difficult to hide in here. There's no like tall library bookshelves to
Right.
duck behind. And there's
Right.
about a dozen shelves on the left and right side of the circular room, with a couple of tables in the middle.
All
So you're
right.
saying this would not be a great place for a shootout.
No, it would not be a great place for a shootout. It would be over very quickly one way or another.
Yeah.
What would you guys like to do?
Yeah. We're just gonna be in here, thinking like a weirdo.
Does it seem like there's any like side exit to the library or anything? That's not a main entrance or exit.
Make a spot hidden check. Mo, you're thinking like a weirdo?
Wow, there's a lot of these today.
Yes, there is.
Secret
Yeah.
Passage.
And there
I'm
being
gonna put 2
no
points of luck into that.
Okay.
non-fiction scary section. Let's look at Let's look at something more tamer, like the fairy tale section, Grimm's tales and all that stuff. If they got
Okay.
a section like that.
Okay. I'll get back to you in just 1 second.
Okay.
Dimitri, there is a vent in here, but it's hard to tell. There's a nurse and a patient between you and the vent, and it's hard to tell if there's a light coming from the other side of it or if it's just a ventilation duct.
If I stay here for a while, would it be easier for me to figure that out?
Not necessarily, no.
Okay.
Mo, yes. Hang on, I need to get back to my notes for a second.
I hit on the head, didn't I?
Immediately finds Cthulhu book. Yes.
Yeah,
Cult
well, I mean, they
activity.
can't have anything too stimulating in here, so it's like, yeah, fairy tale might be the easiest thing to hide something like that in, because it would be out there.
What is the plan here? What are we doing here? We can't get to the place that they're hiding. I'm gonna like
The
whisper
library,
this to
Dimitri.
me.
You just gotta find the right book.
Yes. We're not gonna
Mo.
find anything out of these stupid books.
Mo, you find you do find one book in particular jumps out at you, and its title it's a grim fairy tale called Freddie and Katie Lizzie.
Bingo.
What was Dimitri's brother's name?
It's Cody. What's your brother's name?
Hold up, I have it under character notes.
Not Frederick.
Okay.
Okay.
Had to check that one.
which I also left in my house.
How fortunate. All right.
Oh wait, no, I might have them here.
Either way, I'll give it a
I
quick
can look them
flip
up.
through.
Okay. So this particular fairy tale, nothing seems to be too peculiar about it. It's about two children, a husband and wife, Frederick and Catherine. Although, as they're referred to throughout the book, by Freddie and Katie. It's basically a story. She was home alone, realized the dog was loose. She chased her for a while.
Oh, never mind. His name is Maxim.
Maxime.
Yes.
It's a relatively standard Grimm's fairy tale. Yeah, nothing seems to be too peculiar about it. Is there just about two people named Freddie and Katie,
All right.
which seems to just tell the story of two relatively normal people and their troubles and struggles in a relatively sad European country.
Overanalyzing.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's think here. Seeing that this hasn't really gotten anywhere,
Look, what do we do? The
taking
only
a
way
look
we're going to
around,
get
do I
anything
see
off
any
this
like
is if we sneak around?
anything
the only
that
way
would
we do anything.
that would remind me of like a maybe false bookcase might be a little bit too maybe not. Something that would remind me of like a false bookcase, any strangely miscolored books or other such objects that seem just a little out of place.
Make a spot hidden check. That's what it always comes back to.
We're just
Yeah.
exploring this.
Yep.
Ooh, there we
Two.
go.
That is a 2. Where was this earlier?
The book that you picked up seems kind of out of place for one thing, because
Right.
it's the only somewhat dark book that's found on the shelves. Like Grimm's fairy tales is not something that they seem to be stocking in great numbers here.
Right.
Other than that, you do think you see the light that Dimitri was talking about coming from the vent.
Oh.
Right. All right.
And
There's
just those
certainly
two things.
Where is the vent? Like,
On
is
the
it on
far
the floor?
s-
Is it on the wall?
It's on the far side of the room, on the floor, across, past the bookshelves, past the tables, all the way at the end of the room.
Okay. And it's like in clear line of sight?
It's a relatively clear line of sight. There's a nurse and a patient sitting reading in front of it, obscuring your view. But yes.
All right. I'm gonna look in the slot behind the book, quick, like behind Freddy and
Katie?
Katie. Yes, Katie and Freddy. I'm just gonna kind of reach, like I'm just gonna kind of look and or reach into that slot.
Nothing
It's a
seems to
shelf?
be too off here. It's just a shelf.
All right. All right.
I'm gonna go down and say, look, okay, whatever is off, it's guarded by people. I have no idea how we get past them. I don't think we can.
Are they sitting next to a bookshelf or is it the seating area?
It's in the seating area.
All right. Brain activity's not working.
The only way to do this if we sneak past them, and that's just gonna get us killed.
Killed in a mental ward. That's a new one. Kicked out definitely.
You
Don't be a pessimist. Let's see.
think that
How well armed did the guards look?
They don't seem particularly
Oh,
well
God.
armed right now. Like, they don't have guns out on display. They're armed with billy clubs and tasers, but that's about it.
Okay.
I should get one of those. Why don't I have one of those?
What,
Oh,
a
well.
taser or a billy club?
Taser. Like it's
Okay.
it's electrical thing, so and of course it doesn't exactly create a spark per se, so having a
Yeah.
knife kind of seems bold in when that exists. Oh well. Um,
Come on, I originally said the rock was gonna be a +1 taser.
you did.
We still don't know what it does, so
Alright.
it might still be a
There
+1
was
taser.
a courtyard and a cafeteria that was mentioned to us too.
Yep,
by
a
the
courtyard
doctor?
and a cafeteria. Yep.
Hmm.
I say we go to the courtyard, see if we can find anything. Maybe another entrance to the basement.
Maybe.
Hmm. I'm gonna feel the spine of the book I picked up. Does nothing? Just the book.
It's just the tales of Freddy and Katie.
All right. I'll put the book back.
This book weird. Touches everything that involves the book.
I mean, I'm sure I'm thinking of the right place. It's just I don't know right now. Yeah, I say we go to the courtyard quick. Just sit down for a minute.
Are we gonna put
Okay.
the book back?
Of course I am. I
Okay.
don't need it.
Okay.
I will put the book back and
Does
we
that
will
do
head
anything?
to the.
No, that doesn't do anything.
Okay.
You don't just suddenly sudden a mythos entity by putting the book back on the shelf. All right, so you head out from the library into the main courtyard. The courtyard's a nice open space. It's kind of in the dead center of the hospital. There's again tables and wooden tables and chairs that are kind of stapled down. They're wet from the recent rain. It doesn't seem like too many people are out here at the moment. It's kind of chilly in the evening air of London. There's a few nice trees. There's a well kept garden on either side of it. Some nice walking paths.
All right.
Is this like fully surrounded by the
Do I
building?
see any
Or
like?
Yes,
easy
it's
to get into?
entirely surrounded by the building.
Okay.
Do I see any of like those weird outdoor vents that just kind of seem to exist with nothing around them?
Make a spot hidden
Like-
check.
All right.
I
Do
feel
I-
like we're in an
Can't I use
episode
the
of Shutter
last
Island right now.
Of
We're
what?
just like
of the movie.
looking around.
You're just like thoroughly looking around the hospital, just like you're gonna
Yeah,
look through
yeah.
everything.
You've
They were gonna
presented us
wake
with
up and they're gonna
two
be like, "I'm
things.
sorry, we failed you."
Have I seen any like other entrances into the building? Like just doors?
There was like a
Yeah.
loading dock off to the side, outside. There's a loading
Okay.
dock.
So,
it's just
so
that.
I'm
No.
also
Yeah, there might
because I
also
don't
be a
like
back
this
entrance,
place,
but you've
I'm
never been
also gonna
behind the
look-
building.
Mm.
Okay.
I'm gonna look for a back entrance.
Seth, you get distracted because while looking around, you don't
I
find
did fail.
a vent, but you find a book with the same binding from the ones you were just looking at in the library.
As in people have them?
No, there are no people out here with you guys. You guys are alone right now. Lying on one of the benches, in kind of like on top of the water, but it doesn't seem like it itself had gotten wet from the rainstorm, is a copy of Sleeping Beauty.
I'll go over and pick it up.
It's just the story of Sleeping Beauty, but
And it's not wet at all?
it's not wet. The back's a little wet from where we're sitting on the chair, but that's about it. It looks like it was placed here.
I look around the courtyard. Does anyone seem to be worrying about it?
No?
Did you find a book, Mo?
I did.
I said Seth again.
Yes, you did.
I did.
You did.
I'm working on it.
Sleeping
Does something
Beauty.
pique your interest about that?
No. I feel like I'm on the right track, but I don't know where it ends.
I mean, I've yet to find a track, so we're just gonna have to follow yours.
I mean, I'm not exactly an
Jake,
investigator.
By the
here.
way, I
Excuse
looked
me,
and failed
I-
to find a back entrance.
I know.
Okay.
What would I know about
Look.
secret passages?
Look, okay,
Aw.
we have to try something. Maybe we should go to the cafeteria if we can't find anything here.
The awkward questions.
Dimitri,
Make
there are fewer people
a
here than-
history check.
Dimitri, there's just currently fewer people
I can
here.
give it a shot.
This book was just placed here.
No, you don't
Yeah.
really know much about secret entrances. Yeah, the 2 books you found so far was the Fairy Tale of Freddie and Katie, and Sleeping Beauty.
Do these books
you said
share
there's-
anything aside from just the strange coloration?
No, they don't seem to share anything in particular.
Is there no, like, I thought you said there was something like a different coloring to them.
No, they're wrapped and padded, so they couldn't be used as weapons.
Right. Okay. Wait, so what? It's like a pillow?
Not like a pillow, it's like padded so you couldn't beat, like you wouldn't want to sleep on it, but it just also wouldn't be effective to beat somebody to death with it either.
Huh. Weird.
How much damage would a book usually do?
1.
Like 1 or 1d2.
Okay.
I think it's a d2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So slightly more than my fist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you thinking about collecting books to beat people to death with?
No, I already have my collection.
I was gonna say your big books would probably do a d3, like the Revelations of Galakai.
Just drop it from a roof on somebody's head.
Youch.
Alright, so where are they being led? Okay, so just to make sure, the books do not have a coloration in common.
No, they're both just kind of
Okay.
bound in this white padding.
Okay.
Which all the books are bound in.
All the books
right?
are bound in that. In here.
Right.
Yep.
Is there a thing on the front page to say who took this book out last?
No, not on the front page. No.
At the back page?
No, not on the back page. That's not what I meant by that.
Not in general.
Not in the book.
In
No.
general?
No.
Okay.
These books don't seem to usually supposed to leave the library. Like the patients do their reading in there, and then they leave them in there.
Not sure if this is a red herring or if this book means something.
I mean, obviously, Jake had the thing prepped, so that's something. Like,
Sorry,
something's
Jake,
turning in
giving
here,
us
but I don't know.
puzzles.
Sorry,
what it is.
it's not that complicated. If you guys would stop overthinking it, the only
True.
information I've given you is the titles.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sleeping
you've told
Beauty
us
in the
2 books.
the tales.
Oh,
What?
okay.
What?
There is no puzzle.
Oh. It's just go to the basement. Gosh darn it.
No, but what are the 2 names? If you think about the 2 names and what we're doing here, what do they have in common?
They're fairy tales? No, they're
Oh,
the thing-
wait a second.
I don't see it.
The
We found a book with Katie's name in it,
Yes.
and then we found a book that's its title is The Sleeping Beauty.
So she's
Wow.
somewhere in the hospital.
Well, she's sleeping somewhere. We don't know if it's in the hospital yet.
Oh, that's fucking freaky.
Hey, we
Yeah.
did it!
Jake does a good job at like directing us in a direction. It's just that we do a very poor job at following.
No. I think my brain wanted to think so hard that wasn't what was happening. I was like, wow, that's a really weird.
Yeah,
That's a really
try
weird
to make
coincidence,
passes.
man.
These sure are weird books. Knowledge sure is the greatest weapon.
I was waiting for you guys to go like, yeah, those books are weird. So we blow up the hospital now?
No, Jake, that was thought 2.
Yeah.
Thought 1, well, that was thought 3. Thought 1 was find Katie.
Yep.
Thought 2 was, why is there raining on the window? Thought 3 was, nuke the hospital and find what's left.
Well, I found her right arm, so I'm gonna
I
call
play
this a
my
win.
Call of Cthulhu like I play my Fallout. I talk to one person and then just nuke a random building.
I play my Call of Cthulhu like I play my Call of Duty.
We are
All right.
a mess right
So,
now.
you
My
guys,
apologies.
you did
Bro,
it. You did
bro,
it.
I
No,
took
no,
a
stop,
medkit.
stop,
What
go
do you
back,
mean
go
I
back, go back.
didn't?
You figured something out. Go back. Do the talking.
Alright, so Katie's here. That much is certain.
This definitely seems possible, yes.
So
It
let's
also seems like somebody might be trying to tell us something, but who knows?
No, look. We should try to get Katie out as soon as possible. But as soon as we're
That
done
is
with that,
if
we
she's
have to worry
here.
about the other thing. Of course she's here.
we're looking for some random person
Maybe
who
she's
could
in the
write on
basement.
windows
Listen.
without being there.
They're probably hiding her in the basement, and that is why there is books, one of which has her name on it.
Okay, so
I
how
don't know.
hard do you think it would be
A
to break
basement is
into
different than a
mental
sewer.
asylum?
So, alright. I don't.
We have to break into the basement and look for what's going on. Maybe we'll find Katie once we do that. Either way, they're hiding something, and it's not good.
Yeah.
We're going to need to get in there somehow.
hmm
I don't know.
So if anyone has a non-violent way of doing this, we should think of it now.
Well, we can wait until nighttime. Because I
Or we
assume
could
they are
ask.
closed at nighttime.
They're not gonna be too favorable to it.
Well,
But we
they
could
already
ask.
aren't especially favorable.
Yeah. Oh. Let me think. Katie is sleeping. Okay, there's got to be a trinity to this.
Gotta be a third one.
There's always a third one. No, it's. I wish I wasn't such a fool. Alright. You're somehow breaking my head, Jake. I apologize.
No, it's
Sorry,
okay.
Jake, and you're not putting a first grade puzzle in front of us. I'm not here to play word games.
I'm sure it's just because we feel the spot hidden, but I don't know.
No, it has nothing to do with your obsessive spot hitting.
True. All right. I say
Finding
we go
Katie
get some.
didn't work.
Yeah, I say we go get some mush food, and just see where. First off, we need to try to find a vent that we can get close to.
Well,
There's
the one
not-
at the library was pretty close to us.
True. We didn't want it. All right. Sure. We're gonna head back to the library.
Okay, so at this point, as you're heading back to the hospital, it's around maybe 8 o'clock in the evening, and they seem to be shutting down the public facilities.
Do we get there just before it closes?
No, as you're coming in, like, everything is starting to shut down in here.
Okay.
I see.
I'll
There's still, like,
hold
a
up the
nurse
book
hanging
and
out?
say.
Yeah, there is a
Oh.
nurse hanging out.
I'll hold up the
Can
book
I
and
go
say.
talk to the nurse? Like, specifically approaching her from
Sure.
face. Hello, miss. I was just wondering, like, how the nighttime functions here for your patients.
Well, usually at this time, we begin to close down to the public and visitors. We keep a few guards on watch with access to the usual armaments should they need them. But it's usually fairly quiet here. The doctor stays on call but heads home. But usually, and she looks over your group, now's the time for the public parts of the institution to be closed down.
Of course. Sorry to say, but we found this book on the bench outside somehow. You mind if we go back in and put it away?
Both of you make a charm check.
Could I do a fast talk?
You can do a fast talk, sure.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, that one's a hard pass.
John should do a charm, though. Okay.
That's a pass on me.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, sure, absolutely. Thank you for bringing it back. And she kind of turns back around, takes out her key, unlocks it, and pushes it open.
All
Sorry
right.
to bother you.
Oh, no, of course, of course. Are you trying to do anything for the moment that she's letting you into there? Like, she's still hanging out in the hallway, like she's not left.
Yeah. I'll put the.
I assume she can see the vent from the hallway.
She has somewhat of line of sight to it, yeah.
Can you show
I'll-
us exactly where this book goes? I'm not very good with sorting books.
Yeah, sure. She comes in, and she...
I'm just going to let her walk past me and then just gesture at Dimitri towards the vent.
Yep, I'm gonna like, you know.
Just wander over to the vent.
Yep, I'm wondering if I should, if that gesture meant that I should go inside of it.
Oh, definitely not. It's a vent.
What does it
It's
look
not
like?
You can crawl through this vent.
He's not big.
No, you can crawl through this
I
vent.
am a really
It's big
small
enough.
guy.
It's
I'm
big
gonna get
enough-
in there. I'm
it-
gonna get in there. I'm gonna get in there.
Make a stealth check, Dimitri, and make a locksmith
God.
check.
Does he not? Right, he's not the one with the skeleton.
He's not the one with the
No, he
skills. He's
isn't.
the one with
He's
machine
also
guns.
not the one with a good luck.
The stealth check is a pass.
Okay.
The locksmith. You think I'm some nerd?
It starts at 1.
1. I fail.
Dimitri, you sneak over to the vent, like she doesn't notice at all. And she's like, well, it goes right here. And she puts the book back on the shelf. You've successfully snuck across the room, but you can't get the vent off the wall to crawl inside it. At least not in the time that's happening right here.
Damn.
Hmm.
Sad.
Crap. I don't have the mental capacity to keep. Okay. You mind if we just take one more look around? Just out of
Unfortunately, I
curiosity
can't
for-
let you at this time.
Of course.
Understood. All right. I guess we're set to go then. Damn it. Ugh.
She shows you back into the hallway.
Yeah.
I think we failed.
Well, we still. I'll wait for us to be, I guess, outside because we're getting kicked because
Yep, you're
it's
being
closing
escorted out.
time. Yeah. And walking back to our
Mhm.
place. Yeah. This is.
I honestly have no idea how we're going to do this.
Honestly, the jet lag is getting to me. The things. Honestly, I'm in for a good old heist in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm.
Sneaking through the loading docks.
Maybe not the loading docks, but
The front door, then.
not the front door either.
There's only 2 options: loading docks or front door.
And you're thinking small. Vent's got to lead outside.
Do they?
Yes, they do. Have you never seen one of them? No, I guess that doesn't exist yet, right? Yet.
Yeah.
Dang.
No, I do not know very well the planning of buildings.
They usually got a spot up top where, like, they can filter out the stale air. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you're saying we should climb up to the roof.
I'm not saying it's always on the roof, but it would certainly be harder to get to the basement from the roof. So, suppose I'm saying, we just gotta find the right window.
Were the windows barred?
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. The windows were
Yeah.
open.
You do realize that if we we get in, the chances of us being stealthy the whole time and not getting caught are very low.
Yes.
Hey, we're going on your whim here. Are you with us?
I am with you, but I was worried you'd get upset when I start shooting people.
That's a last
Well, then don't
resort,
shoot
and
anyone.
we'll try not to kill them.
And
Yes,
do you not have a
We should
knife?
all wear some kind of face covering.
I'm not good with a knife, but I have one, but not good with it.
Well, then let me take care of that. All right. I guess we might as well. Well, the thing is, you still got a place to go to, don't you? A nice padded cell and a nice jacket, don't you?
No, I'm not going anywhere, and I think it was a terrible idea that you guys made me decide that I was insane. I'm the most insane person out of all three of us.
Actually, you're tied.
You made a gun with
You're tied
springs.
with Mo.
It's true. You did say
Yes.
that.
You made a gun with springs.
Yes, and
Don't count yourself out.
look, okay, I'm not being instituted in this hospital. They're going to do something bad. I'm going to be like a Katie 2.0 if I do that.
Well, let's see if your friend's persistent then. Because they obviously didn't like being found. Or they would have helped us, wouldn't they?
Maybe.
Regardless, I'm saying we heist. We get in the basement, look around for a minute, and get out.
Okay.
Nonetheless. Alright. Let me think. In the garden, there really wasn't any, like, vent or anything in the garden.
Not that you saw.
There's a vent in each of the rooms. There's an easy one to get to in the library. Did the library have a window?
Yes, the library had a video overlooking the garden.
Dang. Alright.
I mean, we can just break in. Just through either
Where's
the
the
front
front?
or back door.
Yeah, but there's usually a good guard by the desk. The doctor's always on call. And if the lights are on, it's kind of hard to hide from them.
Well, we can
So
just wait
sneaking
for
in
the
the
lights to
back
go
door, I
off.
suppose, is the best option.
Yeah.
Alright.
And I
Alright.
imagine, all three of us together can probably bring down one guard, hopefully without shooting him, as that tends to make a lot of noise.
Yes. You got that nice little jewel dagger. I got my knife. Alright.
Oh no, the nice jeweled dagger is for something else.
What's that for?
Um, Stabbing people to death.
Yes.
It's not that effective at actually getting them close to death. It's just better at finishing them off.
Alright. I'll believe that. Alright.
I'm going to be honest. I'm terrible with any sort of melee. I'm just going to shoot them.
Please don't shoot the guard.
Please don't shoot them.
As a last
Look, I'll
resort,
shoot.
yes,
Look,
you can shoot the
I'm not
guard.
just going to go around shooting them. Okay, if they start hitting me with like a baton or something, I'm going to shoot them.
If he looks like he's going to scream for help, shoot him.
But I'm not. I'm not shooting anyone unless they start something. Okay, you guys should
Alright.
take care of that.
Oh wait, the rock doesn't make any noise, does it? Not that we found.
Not that you guys have heard.
What, do you want me to try shooting it again?
No, give it to Dimitri. He can shoot it.
No.
Okay. Yes, you can
You
try
keep
shooting
your
a guard
books,
with
I'll
it.
keep my very expensive rock.
Okay. Yes, try shooting a guard with it. We can see what that does. Hopefully it'll make less sound than a normal gun.
All right.
Or maybe we shouldn't be using it at all.
I brought it with me for a reason. We're gonna use this thing.
We've been looking
Why
for
would you
test
use this thing?
subjects.
We're here to try to fix problems, not use a rock full of problems.
I mean, we don't know what it's full of yet.
True.
Exactly. So do not
Alright.
use it.
We're still trying to. The jury's still out
This
on whether
is
the
pretty
rock
much
is
in the
full of
this is in the
problems.
middle of the city, right? Like this is a city area for where the mental ward.
I thought you guys went back to the hotel.
Oh, right, yeah. We are.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
we're currently preparing for the
I'm
heist in the
asking-
hotel.
I'm asking for that reason.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So the mental asylum is in the middle of the city.
Yeah, it is in the middle of the city. Sorry. Yes.
Okay.
I was confused. At first I thought you guys were asking if you guys were in the middle of the city, and I was like, no, you're in your hotel. But yes, the mental institution is in the middle of the city.
Okay.
Alright.
So we really don't want any alarms going off.
Yeah.
So we're definitely working out what the rock does.
I mean, I could give it a pull into the sky, but don't
Well, so
think
far
any.
that hasn't
Also,
done.
what do we say? What do we say if we get caught?
Pew pew.
Well, hear
That
me
would
out, right?
look.
Hear me out. I already came here as a supposedly insane person. If they spot me, right, I can't kill them without being noisy. I'll just say that I'm insane, then they'll admit me, and then when they're admitting me, you guys just stab them.
Just look very confused.
Exactly, right? That sounds like a plan.
Yes.
Uh,
But we should probably still wear something to cover our faces. So even if a guard sees us in passing, we might still be able to get away without them noticing us, or at least identifying us.
But
Well-
look, don't use the rock, okay?
oh, I'm gonna. Look, the thing
Don't really
is,
need to
I'm
work
worried
out
about
what it
this rock.
does.
It's a mass weapon of destruction. That's why I've been so careful with it. I'm gonna pick it up by the handle.
Whatever is in that rock
There's nothing
is
in
under
the
your
rock,
control.
It's
and
just
I'm
some
going
words.
to gesture out with it.
Okay. Okay. Are you going to try to use it?
Not yet.
Okay.
No, not until we suck the health out of a guard. Or make him go insane. One or the other.
I'm just worried about this making a big noise. So,
I mean, so far it hasn't made any noise. So I don't see why this time would be any different.
what you want me to just? I'm not just gonna pull a trigger.
No.
All right.
Last resort.
It might be a first resort.
Second to last.
Second to first.
Yes. First is we try and stab them to death. Second is we shoot them with the stupid rock.
I don't think we're gonna kill him. All right. So plan is, you go up, say I'm crazy. They go ahead and let you in. We follow close behind you.
No, that's
And-
the backup plan.
Then what's
First
the
we sneak in.
All right.
If we get caught, he says he's insane. And then we hope that distracts them long enough for us to do something about it.
Should have done this in daylight.
I mean, there's more people there in daylight, so I feel like nighttime's probably better.
You don't got a reason going back.
We
Dimitri,
do have a reason.
are you absolutely certain whoever used their mojo to contact you, this is worth it, right?
No, I'm not certain. Okay, but we should do this.
I mean, we also have some notes that might mean Katie's there, but who knows?
Remember, this was on Seth.
Yes, as most things have been.
As was the picture of Dimitri's brother.
Additionally, this is connected to Katie. If we prove Katie's still alive, neither one of us are criminals anymore.
Yeah, sure.
Why are you two criminals? You're a
Because we're
mobster.
connected to Katie's death.
Yes.
How?
Because we were the last people she talked to. Or something.
Yeah, last people she was with, and then you all went missing.
Well, we definitely made those police officers lose their bet.
All right.
And then they died, so...
Tell you what. We wait till the wee hours of the morning, and then we go in. How's that?
People will be coming back in the morning.
In that case, if we get spotted, it's it. We're gone. Okay, like we should do it now so that we can at least take care of people that we fight. If we fight
I'm
them.
not saying early in the morning. I'm saying just wait a couple hours.
I mean, what
Why
time
should
is
we
it
wait a
now?
couple hours? That gives us less time.
It's
to
only
do what we
around
want
10
to do.
o'clock at night right now.
Yeah, we could
Precisely.
just wait till like midnight and then head
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna just kind
Make
of.
sure everybody who's done is out of there. So we'll
Okay.
just have to deal with hopefully a few guards.
Sure, so you have the
Yeah.
plan, and we'll do the actual heist next session, because that's 3 hours of Call
Yeah.
of Cthulhu.
Yeah, I am very tired today.
I'm also very
personally,
tired,
today's
and I have to
been-
get up. No, that's fine.
today's been
That's
fun.
fine. We're all tired. Thank
Yeah.
you for doing this. Thank you, new Nate, who's also old Nate from other campaign, for filling in for other Nate. I really appreciate it. This has been a really fun thinking session, and I'm glad we got to where we got to go at the end of it. I appreciate that. Next time we will break into the Royal London Mental Institution, and we'll see what I have planned for you guys. Full disclosure, I wrote this before playing the Call of Cthulhu video game, and I was fairly certain while playing through the video game that it was going to be so much worse than what the video game actually was because of the following scenes that I wrote. So tune in next week for that. Thank you all for watching, and don't forget to have fun.